Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Blind Wave podcast. We are live
Welcome.
at twitch.tv/blindwave. How's everyone doing?
I am getting in this pre-order for the Star Wars Vintage Collection Boba Fett Throne Room playset. I just launched today, and I gotta get it before
How is it
fucking
vintage?
scalpers get it
It
all.
does
Can't
look
be
very
vintage.
shiny.
It's a remake.
The Vintage Collection is the name of a line that they're still putting out. And it goes all the way back from the Kenner till now.
They should call it like the Legacy Collection or something.
No,
yeah,
just
it's not vintage if it was made
you
this year.
motherfuckers just come in, just step into this world and it's like, I'm gonna change shit. I know
no.
better.
See, like, Pokemon-
fucking 40 years.
Pokemon
40.
Pokemon released Evolutions, which were vintage cards, but they didn't call them the vintage set.
And
they were called
I ain't
Evolutions.
coming in
you know?
and changing anything about it.
Huh? Well, no, because they did it right. That way the vintage
Such a toxic
cards.
perspective, but I agree somehow.
But that way the vintage cards are the actual vintage cards. You know what I
I'm
mean?
glad
Yeah.
that you're disappointed in yourself, Cal.
But,
Oh my goodness.
well, good. Did you get in? You got them yet?
I'm getting it.
All right, you better hurry up.
I'm trying.
Better hurry.
Fucking Hasbro
They're
Pulse.
gonna be sold out. You just announced it on the.
I know. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
Everyone knows now.
Everyone's gonna buy it and send it to you as a gift. I don't know. Maybe.
How's everyone else doing? I haven't had too much else this
Oh.
last week. I don't think. I don't think.
Well, I had a pretty exciting Nintendo Direct yesterday.
Nintendo Direct was good.
Oh,
It was exciting.
very,
Are
very
you?
excited. About Kelowna, about Chrono Cross,
Yeah.
Advance Wars, which I was already excited about. You know, I love old shit.
You love old shit.
Up with the old, down with the new.
The
Like
vintage
vintage.
collection.
Vintage.
Like vintage
Exactly.
shit. Like real vintage shit. Or remakes.
To be fair, vintage is defined as denoting something of high quality, especially something from the past or characteristic of the best period of someone's work. So, I guess
So,
it works both ways.
by
but
definition.
it's also, it might be counter to Eric's perspective that Star Wars is good if it's like made in the style of the Kenner figures, then that would denote that that period of Star Wars was the best, and everything since has been less. What do you say to that, Eric?
It just means it's on a vintage style card. So the people that kept them on card have a consistent look and line from 1978 till now.
I see.
A long time.
There's also the Legacy Collection. There's also different movies. But this collection is Vintage Card Collection.
Michael Cole would love it.
I also got a pre-order of The Client from Mandalorian in the Black Series, Omega from the Bad Batch, which just
Bad
these all
Batch.
released today, the Death Watch Mandalorian from the Mandalorian, and Ahsoka Tano from the Mandalorian. So, and Echo from the Bad Batch. Got that one too. Goodness gracious me!
Echo.
I
knew it
bought
was
some
coming.
toys too, but I wear them. I got new boxing shoes.
Oh,
Toys.
okay.
Oh.
I was like,
That's not a
what's
toy.
happening?
That's a tool.
You didn't get wraps, Rick?
Wraps.
What about
Oh,
those
Those Rio wraps?
Street Fighter wraps? Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could have gotten those with your shoes. Had new fists and feet.
Maybe so. Now, my fists are pretty good, but my feet, I did not realize how underprepared or under-equipped they were
Yeah.
until I got some proper boxing shoes. Hot damn!
Oh, dang.
I realized why they're a thing.
Yeah, there's a reason why there's running shoes and there's boxing shoes. Like they all have their specialties of being, you know.
Yeah, I went before with like a halfway in between, an indoor court shoe for like volleyball, which have been really good, and I've been using them for not quite 8 months, but I've been boxing for 8 months. But yeah, this is a new era, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Good. I'm excited for you.
New era.
Yes, yes indeed.
In the middle of my my rest breaks that I take during weightlifting, which I used to mock my app for like 3-minute break. Ridiculous. I don't need this. 20 seconds tops. Now I kind of need them. Every once in a while I'll test out punching and seeing like, am I doing this correctly? And just thinking, nope.
Thinking nope.
I should definitely wrap my wrist. I'm gonna try that.
Yep. Wrap those wrists. Tape those wrists.
Indeed.
That heavy bag. It's not your friend.
Yeah.
It does not have your well-being in mind.
That's why you punch it, right? Because you don't like it.
Yeah. You don't want to punch your friend.
Yeah.
I-
That's why it's not
Makes
your
sense.
friend.
So, yeah.
What are you
Yep.
gonna say,
Good
Aaron?
time.
Nothing.
Aaron,
I
did
was
you
gonna
have
say
anything in the
nothing.
week?
Sometimes you want to punch your friends.
Did you
No,
ever
I don't
pre-order
say
or?
nothing about that.
You're an animal.
No, I don't think I had anything really through the week too
Yeah.
much. I found a sale for Pokemon cards and I bought some stuff with that, and it came really quick. I bought it this
yeah.
weekend. It came this week already.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it was missing like one of the things I ordered, so I contacted them and they said, "Sorry about that. We'll get
Huh.
it sent away real quick." So I was
Did
like,
you ever
"Cool."
get any more information about that one very interesting Pokemon source that you could have had?
I mean, I guess
You
so. We
told
were
us
talking
about-
about it in a video. Melanie just texted me randomly and was like, one, she had two things. I forget what the second thing was, but she's like, one, the UPS guy wants to know if we want his vintage Pokemon cards. And I was like, what? What happened?
I was
How
just
did that?
How
How'd that come up? And
Yeah. Normally
No.
it's here's your package. Have a good day.
I asked Melanie, and she was like, "Oh, well, yeah, I don't know." She's like, I was getting the package and stuff from him, and he was like, "Do you guys want some old Pokemon cards?" And I was like, she's like, I was looking at the box, and I was like, nothing about the box said Pokemon. It wasn't even
Yeah.
Pokemon in the box. And I was like, is it because of what we've got sent to us before? Or
Yeah.
I mean, you
Was
do have a
it- was that
Bulbasaur
day-
painted on the side of your house.
was that day the day that he was just like, you know what? I'm asking people on my route. I'm going to get rid of these Pokemon
Sure.
cards or something, you know? I
And
don't know.
Sure.
I've definitely had a note on my door, and it said I've missed a package I have to sign for, and they wrote like contents of package. The person wrote Star Wars figures, so
Sure.
maybe there's some type of like declaring of what's inside.
Could
I mean,
be.
Sure,
maybe.
maybe.
It wasn't for that particular moment, but maybe in the past we had gotten stuff. And
Or
he
he's a
was like,
Blindly
oh, Pokemon
fan,
cards, you know?
And he's
Okay.
checked out your new Pokemality channel.
I don't think it's that. I
Okay.
don't think
Yeah,
so.
hell
Maybe
of
he
a
did.
thing.
Maybe he recognized you.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so far right now I don't have any more information on
No
that.
more
I
information?
don't know what he
Damn.
has. As he was talking and stuff, he was just saying about like, yeah, they're old. My kids used to collect them. They've just been
Yeah.
in the way. I kind of want to get rid of them.
That's where you can find gems.
Melanie was like, well, we can kind of look and.
No,
there's-
you say like, I don't know, maybe. I suppose I can take them off your hands.
Well, Melanie said like, if you have some stuff, it might be worse. I mean, you might not want to just get rid of.
Oh, she went the honest
So,
way
yeah, she
about
went
it.
the honest way about it. So
Well, that's good.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
But if it was the FedEx guy, you definitely try to rip him off, right?
I mean,
Fuck the FedEx.
those guys are the
And
ones
their
that.
fucking hidden arrow.
They always require a signature. They never get there when they say they're going to get
Which
there.
ones
They drop
throw
it
it-
off at other people's houses.
Which ones throw it over the fence? Is that them?
I mean,
Where-
all of them
I've
at,
seen videos
at
they
just
some
toss it
point.
I've
over the
seen
fence.
Amazon
Like,
and FedEx. Yeah. Jancy says that she saw a sign at that tabletop place that they have Pokemon cards there.
Yeah, I haven't gone there to look yet.
I wonder
but
if
I've
that's
heard
good.
that
I've
they
gone
do.
into that Andy's Toy Box place. It's like right beside it, and it's totally just rip off of Toy Story. But I've gone in
Sure.
there, and they have good stuff.
I mean, does the guy that run it, is his name Andy?
even if it is,
That's
they
not allowed?
totally just took the font of Toy Story.
Okay, I see.
See, I'm the other. I've been in the tabletop place. I haven't been in that one, but I
Yeah.
did see some sick Godzilla action figures in the window.
Oh yeah, they have some really cool stuff.
Okay.
It's just like of the Star Wars stuff. Unfortunately, the last 2.5 years has taught me to pre-order.
Hydrate.
So every time they get something new, I've already had it.
You've
So,
already had it?
yeah.
For,
Plus, I don't know if I can just trust that they'll just get what I need. you
yeah,
know?
well, I should look there because maybe then the place next door is behind too because
Yeah.
I need some old stuff that I've been
Maybe.
missing.
Yeah.
But probably not. I hear it's hard locally to get Pokemon cards, especially if you're like a newer place.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
they'll be like, well, here's this. And they send you like one or two things and it's like, all right, well, we sold that. Can we get more? And it's like, all right, well, we'll get you a little more next time. And you got to like slowly build your way up.
It's like OneDrive space.
it is.
Posture check.
Oh,
Posture
too.
check.
I had a fantastic stream last night. I know that I say that every single time I talk about Mass Effect, but last night was especially, like, being a reactor on YouTube, I think I can confidently say it was one of my most emotional times in front of a camera ever. So, just to plug it, if you enjoy Mass Effect, go check out that run because it's been crazy, but I think it was my favorite one last
Really?
night.
I've
Yep.
played a lot of video games.
Yeah.
and I saw maybe top 10 best video game cutscene I've ever seen
Yeah.
in Crisis Core
Oh yeah.
this past Saturday.
Mm.
Huh.
If only it wasn't compressed for the PSP. It was a real bummer.
Gotcha.
But what was happening there? Oh God, it was like Advent Children level.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Another reference we don't get.
I found an Abra when I was playing Pokemon Legends Arceus, and
Yeah.
was going through. I'm like, oh, it's an Abra, and it saw me and disappeared immediately.
Disappears
And I'm
immediately.
like, damn it, that's
Yep.
what they do, fucking Abras.
That's what they do. They're hard
So
to
I'm
sneak
like,
up
all
on.
right, now I gotta find an Abra. So I'm like just looking around. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stay stealth the whole time. I'll see what else I can find. I kept finding all these really big Pokemon. And I'm like, I gotta avoid that, and sneaking around.
Yeah.
And then eventually I found two. I'm like, okay, I need to get one of them. So tossed out like some berries and stuff. And while they were eating on the berries, I just hit him in the back with a Pokeball. Caught one.
It is satisfying.
Caught one, and then the other one didn't run away, so I caught him too. So I got two Abras. I'm like, yes, good. So
Speaking of Pokemon, I caught a Dragonite in our Pokemon randomizer game,
Wow,
which we're going to
yeah.
be continuing tomorrow.
I can't wait till tomorrow.
Calvin needs to catch something good,
Can't
and then he'll
wait
be
till the
happy.
day after
Right now, he's like,
tomorrow.
I've got nothing, and he's sad and depressed.
Calvin, the Pokemon can sense your negative emotions.
Yeah, they're staying away. Like,
Good.
Like, fuck that trainer.
So you need to fake it till you make it.
I only want the Pokemon that want to kill me to come after me.
And honestly, I don't know why we're still playing, because clearly I won.
What?
Because of the Nuzlocke rules.
There is no Nuzlocke rules. I told Eric not to say what the rules would be, so that Rick wouldn't think that it was done and over.
So there's that. I caught a Dragonite before I was allowed to catch Pokemon,
That's because of
which I
random
feel
items,
like
Rick.
is very good
That is quite good.
I mean, it was
and cannot be topped.
sure.
And
No.
then I had an epic final boss fight with a Celebi.
It wasn't a
That
final
was
boss fight?
fantastic.
So that is
my
was a tough
counterpoints.
fight.
My counterpoints are that if this was a Nuzlocke, there's no way I would have been doing what I was doing.
It was the
Do
surprise.
you think
Nuzlocke.
it's amazing to use your Master Ball? Try not using 3.
What?
And what was your third one? No, I'm kidding. No, I'm having a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what shenanigans we get into tomorrow with that. My only downer is that we don't go for 6 hours.
Sure. We could go longer.
We should go longer.
I'm glad not
should at
going
least go
6
3.
hours at a time. You
Like,
guys
I'm-
can go 6 hours.
I'm blessed with 3 hours of Mass Effect, but only 2 of the randomizer?
Yeah.
You know, that's ridiculous.
That's how I feel
Who
sometimes.
made these rules?
I thought it was you.
Why did we listen to me?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. It was just the time frame we always had. Is we just like,
I
this is
know.
2 hours, so we don't have too much time for this or that. But no, sometimes when we have our group streams, I'm like, man, 2 hours go by so quick for
Yeah.
Mario Party or I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. That Mario Party
was no
game.
2 hours.
I know
son.
it was 3
It was-
hours, like it
was
should
not,
be.
Yeah. It
I
went
thought
a
it was
while
90
though.
minutes.
It felt long.
That was a 3 hour stream, but everything else is 3 hours for most streams. So except for Thursdays, Fridays.
Yeah.
So- But like today, we were filming basically up to podcasts. So
As is
Absolutely.
the normal. for
sometimes
most
you don't have a lot
Thursdays.
of extra time. So.
Yep.
But I think that's the main reason. But I could always change the schedule. Pokemon, 4 hours every Friday.
I'll allow it.
Oh.
You just need a vote. You need a poll.
Saturday streams might be getting a lot longer.
Oh,
Please.
See.
no.
longer Saturdays.
Yeah.
The evening streams can't really go too much longer or anything, really. They kind of start shortly after we're done here at work, and then
Yep.
they go. And like if they go too much later, sometimes people go a little later. I've gone later, but then it's late.
I've definitely gone later before.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Usually I try not to go too late, maybe to 10.
Saturday, I don't always have those restrictions, which is a blessing and a curse.
Yeah,
Because it's like, well,
I used to do
God,
that.
there's not enough for another stream, but there's probably like an hour. I just go another hour.
That's
yeah,
why I had
let's
to-
go another hour.
That's why I gave up my Saturday streams. Like, no, it's too much. Too much.
That's what caught me in Little Nightmares 2 when I was playing it for Scream Stream. I was like, oh yeah, I think there's only like an hour left,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and that was 4 hours into the stream, and it went for 6 hours. At the end, I finally finished up around midnight.
If you'd have
An
gone
hour
for
left
3 and then
for the
ended,
If I'd
normal
gone for
man.
3, then I wouldn't have gotten to the other games that I did.
sure.
But
There was that line too.
yeah,
But no, I don't know. We just kind of, when we did the schedule or whenever we're setting things up, it's like, how long should these times be? And that's just what we kind of got to. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
maybe things will change in the future. Always possible.
Maybe. Change is inevitable.
No, Jancy.
24-hour Pokemon stream.
No.
It just we play Pokemon Randomizer Heart Gold Soul Silver till we beat it.
Till we beat it.
No.
Fuck yeah.
That's how long the stream goes, Calvin. The faster you go, the faster it ends.
Well,
No, the faster you go.
Exactly.
No, if you go faster too.
No.
Yeah, what if we have to wait till everyone finishes?
We're not doing that.
That would be it. That's the rest of Blind Way Forever.
Exactly.
Like, if I finish, I want Eric to be able to finish.
Well, no, it'll
If he
simply
finishes,
be,
I want
Sure.
we'll
He can
wait
finish
until
if he wants to.
Aaron,
He shouldn't
it's
be
either
forced to finish.
It's either before Aaron and I beat the end game or Calvin beats the Elite Four.
Sure.
We do that.
Right now, there's not too much of a difference between me, Eric, and Rick right now, I don't think. Because Rick finished the tower,
I did.
and then he has the gym next.
Yeah.
Calvin just got to town,
Mm-hmm.
so he's the furthest behind. But, like, I just beat the gym, Eric was in the middle of the gym, and Rick's just before the gym.
Yeah, finding
Yeah.
the town was the hardest part.
Yeah.
It was.
was
It's bullshit.
Mom lies. Fuck mom.
Mom.
God damn it.
I will say that we're playing a very special version of the game too. You might just say, "Well, I've seen people play that game a million times." Well, not this one. This is a specially made, created version for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like my strategy, my award-winning strategy that took me to such heights last game, we're not prepared for an entire full 6 Pokemon team first gym. Fantastic typing across the board that I had no idea was coming, and I was made to look like a fool.
Hey, I lost my first time against him.
I've won at 3 with one Pokemon who's the 4th slowest in the game that only knows one great move. I thought this was going to be pitch perfect, but instead, Cody comes with a perfectly typed team.
It was pretty good.
Eric, not only do you look like a fool, you're looking a little dark over there.
I do look a little dark. Why? Turn this light on.
But no, yeah, it is fun. The game, the randomizer is set up so that we have our it's actually our moderators, I believe,
Yes.
our gym leaders. At least the first one was. I don't
At
know
least
too much
the first one. The second
We
one
also
could
have-
be Stephen Amell. I don't know.
Our friend running around with us is another
Mhm.
mod as well.
Yep.
Another mod is also the professor. So like there are moderators and perhaps other people. I don't know.
Sure.
Austin, I don't know exactly what to expect. Someone threw shade at me. This random guy who was just mad that his Pokemon died because he sucked at being a trainer.
Yep.
That's his own fault. Should have carried antidotes. But
Hydrate.
You and your
Yeah.
poison.
yes, I'm curious to see what more we get
Me too.
as we play through. And now, like, what sucks is like I want to race through, but I also want to find
Me too.
all the
Like
stuff.
I want to be able to go to
I-
every NPC and see
Yeah.
what, you know.
So at the very least, whenever I finish, I might have to replay it just to see all the
Maybe,
other things.
yeah.
Or I need to fully rely on Calvin to get everywhere and talk
Yeah.
to everyone, even if he doesn't complete everything.
Do that.
To find all the secrets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Pong said. Is he's charging me not with beating the game, but with finding all of the
Easter eggs?
Easter eggs.
It's not about the destination, it's the journey.
It is.
No, I'm gonna have to unfortunately change gears and maybe start training a different Pokemon.
Eric was like, "Ha ha! You're catching Pokemon, you fool!" And I'm like, "I need a team because they're killing me." Meanwhile, Rick's just like, "Master Ball, Dragonite, Twister dead, Twister dead." I'm like, no.
Celebi, not this year.
Almost, though.
Almost. Yes.
Almost.
Man, it was such a. Still, we talk about it all the time, but the fact that Celebi gave you such a hard time, you abandoned the battle, and then after towards the end of the game, you came back and it almost beat you again.
I know.
And it's in Viridian Forest.
It would be like Goku losing to Nappa,
It would be.
right? And then he
Yep.
goes and he takes care of Frieza, he takes care of Cell, and then
Yep.
he goes back and he almost loses to Nappa again.
It'd be like that. And in the games, stuff like that happens. In some of the video games. It's crazy.
It was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to more. If you haven't seen it, it is available on our archive
Mhm.
here on Twitch as well. There's probably gonna be a highlight tomorrow up.
Yep.
If you haven't seen the old one, there should be highlights of that on our channel, and as well as all of it's on the archive as well over on
Mm-hmm.
our YouTube official archive. So you can watch the old one, see what you missed there, then watch the new one.
Was there another social media platform people can see highlights on?
I feel like you're pointing me towards somewhere, and I'm Not getting it.
Well, I can't say it because I don't have an account.
TikTok.
Oh,
That thing you
that thing.
discovered.
A thing that.
No, there's
There's been some stuff with TikTok now for Blind Wave.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
didn't know, Blind Wave, I think it's Blind Wave Crew is our TikTok account, and we've been slowly ramping up putting content on there, and you might say, I don't need that. I watch Blind Wave. But here's the thing. If you don't watch all of our videos, then there's going to be fantastic moments that you kind of miss. Like, you might say, I watch Naruto, but I don't watch Peacemaker. Or I watch Lucifer, but I don't watch Superman and Lois. The TikTok accounts and the highlights that we're doing there is kind of going to be like a catch-all for, let's say you like something like Rookie just put out a thing, the Best of Blind Wave 2021, which is a video I started to watch. I thought it was really funny, but I haven't gotten a chance to finish it yet. But this is kind of like a Best of Blind Wave every week, where you're going to get like little tiny highlights that you can, whether if you watch the show or not, you'll be able to enjoy. So I know TikTok is not for everyone, but it is one of the fastest growing social media platforms. And at the very least, just follow us over there, and then you have a whole app just for Blind Wave highlights.
Indeed.
So, yeah. Make sure you come back tomorrow for Pokemon.
Yeah, come back tomorrow.
That was my point.
Yep.
I might be busy tomorrow.
No, Calvin, you are here.
You'll be busy
We
playing
canceled
Pokemon.
your vacation. We canceled your dentist.
We did.
We actually sold your house.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
Your parents are in chains.
Oh, that's a problem.
You will be here as you have nowhere to go. Carmen can stay at the house, though. She's okay. She doesn't have to. So, yes. Anything else through the week?
In the world.
I mean, we can go to the world.
I mean,
I need to carry like a little pocket notebook with me because I always have. Oh man,
You
this
have
is-
a phone, you fool.
I'm very-
It has a notebook.
I
in
can't
it.
pull that out and type
See,
when I'm driving.
I
You have a
agree.
watch you can talk into and take notes.
I agree
There's-
with them, but do you guys ever like carry? I used to carry field notebooks. Those are so cool.
Aaron, do you remember my
Like
notebook
I take more notes when I have a field notes notebook.
from
Sure.
middle school?
Middle school.
Do you remember?
No.
There
You
was
had
a-
a notebook.
There was a time when this cool guy had, it was like I got it from official PlayStation magazine, and it was bigger than like this notebook. It was a thing that held notebooks,
Oh.
and I had a notebook in there.
Notebook.
I did, and I had that like attached to my
Wow.
Jinko jeans.
Whoa.
A thing that holds
Stylish.
like a trapper keeper.
You don't remember that?
Hydrate.
I probably tried to forget it.
It was at least 2 years. It was at least as long as you had the bubble jacket.
Do kids still
Bubble
have
I didn't
trapper
have a bubble
keepers?
jacket. It was just a vest. Michael J. Fox wore one in the Back to the Future.
And he was made fun of also.
In the past. I was in the present.
Hey, I don't. I mean, you guys have kids. Do kids still have trapper keepers? Is that still a thing?
I
You remember like the bubble
don't
trapper
think
keeper?
I don't know.
Bubble
Like,
trapper.
Like, that shit was money. Like
the
why
zipper
didn't,
around it and
Yeah,
stuff?
why don't
I'm
we
not
have
even
that
for sure
anymore?
what a fuck a trapper keeper is. Let me Google it.
We have laptops.
Jake, get trapper keeper images on screen
We
right
don't-
now. I
what-
need people to
know what a trapper keeper is,
Not
Eric.
everybody. The
I
kids
don't.
Calvin doesn't
The
know what a trapper
TikTok
keeper
audience
is.
doesn't know.
What if Jake doesn't know?
It's got to be Elisa Frank as well.
Right?
It's a trapper
what if
keeper.
Jake just puts up something like, is this it? And you're like, no, that's a steak. I don't know.
Ah,
Like, yeah,
Is it
TV
just
just
a-
said, what the hell is a trapper keeper?
Is it just a binder?
Basically, it's a binder and they
the-
can zip up.
got room
Yeah,
for pencils.
You're thinking of the
Dude,
zip
You
up.
were
I had-
underselling the
Oh,
trapper
I had
keeper.
I
one
had
of
a
these. It's
Batman
not like-
one,
Eric,
and it was like
Mm.
it was like VHS plastic.
You're
like
thinking of the
Disney
zip up
thing.
one, right?
Well, yeah.
Is there just enough-
Mine was Velcro.
Or are you thinking these little envelope things?
No, man, like this. What is that? This is, I don't know. This is
Well, so
bullshit.
it's got like 3-ring binders, right? And it has a.
It folds over like this?
Mine zipped up.
I had a trapper keeper, what I called
This
a trapper
is the
keeper.
exact one I had. I found on eBay.
On
The
eBay.
Batman Returns 1991 binder finder trapper keeper.
That is a sweet looking trapper.
Oh, it's $74 now. That's the exact trapper keeper I had.
Do you think you
Velcro.
can sell?
Velcro, baby.
Do you think you can sell your drunk eBay phone? And
For
maybe
$74?
You should
Yeah.
sign it.
I might
Eric,
be
do you
able
carry
to.
it with you?
Yeah.
trade it?
He
'cause
carries
if,
it in
like-
his bag.
I always think, like, if I ever get stopped by, like, the police or on an airplane or something, and they'll be like, what's this for, sir? You know, they might be like, "What the fuck?"
You want
Yeah,
that to be a question they ask?
I think it makes me mysterious.
I think it makes you suspect, and they're more likely to detain you.
But Aaron is underselling Trapper Keepers. They were the jam.
They were the jam.
I feel like it was just a 3-ring binder that zipped up.
But the pencils, Aaron.
What about them?
Oh,
What do you mean?
dude, they had little. Yeah, man, they had the
I
pockets.
had little zip things that you could put like your dice in, or your
Yeah, the
Pokemon cards, or your
conversion
Pogs. Your Pogs, Aaron. Where'd you keep your Pogs?
Poggers.
The conversion calendar.
The only Pogs I collected were the Star Wars ones I got from Taco Bell and Pizza Hut and KFC.
Well, then, if I didn't play with you, who did I play Pogs with?
I don't know. I did the Pokemon with you and the Nerf gunning. In video games, I didn't play Pogs.
Oh, I had a sweet Mortal Kombat flipper or slammer.
Dude, some of them were like crazy. They had like calculators built into them and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen those.
Trapper keeper. Anyway, I don't know what
I didn't
kids
know
today
they were
like.
called trapper
They don't like
keepers,
trapper
though.
keepers. I'm getting all of my nieces and nephews trapper keepers for their birthdays this year.
Trapper keepers are back at Walmart, by the way.
Are they back?
Yeah,
Oh, we did
like
it.
Trapper Keeper brand.
Why are they
apparently.
called Trapper Keepers?
Aaron, shut.
Apparently they were manufactured by Mead, which is a very large like office supply manufacturing distributing company, whatever you want to call it. And that's just what they called it.
Okay, so yeah, the binder got its name because it was sold in combination with pocket folders designed by Mead called Trappers. So this is your Trapper Keeper.
Yeah.
I had a 5-star. Mine was this one.
Oh,
For
yeah.
a good bit of
I
time.
like that.
I don't know what you're
It's
looking
a
at.
good one.
It's a 5-star
Okay.
vintage Mead Trapper Keeper.
The Batman one was pretty cool, but I can't see the one that Rick is looking at.
I know they're all like, "This is cool. Look at this." I'm like, "What is it?"
Oh, fuck yeah.
No
Aaron,
one knows.
I'll send the link so you can see, and you can see the pencils.
Oh, there were pencils? Oh gosh.
Bet you never thought I'd be on the Trapper Keeper wiki page, but I am.
Jack.
The stream's now not safe for work.
What?
Gonna see where I stuck my pencil.
So initially it had a metal buckle, but then it moved on to Velcro. That's
Aaron,
nice.
What have you done?
They were fashionable, funky, and sometimes psychedelic designs.
Whoever wrote that needs a raise,
What?
Yep.
Because they
because
put
that's
funky.
accurate.
They were
They
funky.
got their the license of Garfield and Sonic the Hedgehog first before they moved on to other stuff. That's
Yeah.
good. Those are good licenses. Oh, for the 2015 school season, Trapper Keeper introduced the Star Wars Trapper Keeper, Hello Kitty, in a new pattern called Fun in the Sun. So 2015, they're still doing it.
Thank God.
Thank God. Thank God. Man, we're going to get a lot of Trapper Keepers in Mailbag.
That'd be
And I
great.
love it.
No complaints.
That's kind of similar to the one that I had. Just,
Yeah, you have pictures of the inside, Jake.
just black nylon.
I believe mine was blue. Back in the day.
Mine had a thing like
Hydrate.
you could
Huh.
fold over the like the front of it. You could open it like a book, and there was like a notepad that you could put like a full size legal pad in there and write on. And you used to take notes on that.
Did you have to
And then
have
the
it
other
so-
side, it had like the accordion filing thing,
yeah.
and I would drop like
Gotcha.
I guess they're called trappers. I
Yeah, trappers.
just called them 3-ring folders,
Yeah.
or just folders.
It helped protect all of your like schoolwork papers
Yeah, all
from
my
home to
all
school,
my homework
right?
and stuff
Yeah,
that I printed off and took home. And
My vintage cards were in a Trapper Keeper thing that zipped up,
yeah,
and it was just a 3-ring binder kind of thing. It had pockets and stuff inside of it and everything.
Look at that, Aaron.
What?
It's the coolest thing you've seen today.
That's not what?
yeah, that's kind of similar to the one that I had.
That's it. That's the one.
It's cool. You know what? Mine was blue. But I put a
Yeah.
Scooby Doo sticker on the front of it.
I
That's
fucking
pretty
know.
cool.
Trapper Keeper.
Fucking Eric is. I was cursing you because I was like, Eric, you have done this. You sent me to eBay to look up Trapper Keepers, and now I got stuck looking at Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
But now I just found a spot where like I don't know if they're good or not. I'm gonna have to find out. But for $20, you buy basically a booster pack with one guaranteed rare,
Uh-huh.
Black Star Rare, and then 10 common and uncommon cards. And I'm like,
Okay.
I wonder if it's any good.
How do you
Yeah.
guarantee?
Well, they send you,
Oh,
no
they
duplicates,
Send you one?
and they send you rare, like, vintage cards and stuff. So I'm like,
Whoa.
I wonder how good it is. So now I'm like, well, I'm going to have to look at this later on.
Jancy, I went to college.
What?
Dang. I never went to school.
Yeah, all your
I
papers
got some book learning.
all your papers were there.
Uh,
You were good.
Trapper keepers, yeah.
No, I do not want to start keeping our notes in one giant trapper keeper.
We could have
and
a
I just-
trapper keeper cubby.
and I just turn tabs to like, this
Yeah.
was it now.
sounds pretty good.
Yeah. We need to get the trapper keeper license.
No.
I'll bring in my President's List award so I can prove to you that I went to college, Pong.
Did your mom just print that out?
No. I got it in the mail, okay?
Your mom like goes to the post office to mail it back to you.
No, it wasn't postmarked Lower Salem.
It would be so funny though. Like
I
this
felt like trapper keepers were one of the things that let you know, do I want to talk to this person?
Yeah, it's like a status symbol. Really?
Well, it's
Is
like
it
a status
an
symbol.
interest
Yeah.
marker, right?
Yeah.
Like before MySpace, when you could list your likes and dislikes to the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You had
don't
the
think
trapper
it,
Your
keeper.
trapper
I don't think
keeper,
it
your
denotes
lunchbox, your
status.
thermos,
Exactly.
your backpack,
Yep.
like, I'm not going to carry around a golden Trapper Keeper.
your toothbrush.
Sure.
Sometimes
That's
your
an
toothbrush.
overnight bag.
No, I'm saying my toothbrush had Batman on it.
Your shoes.
Oh, I thought you meant your toothbrush was in your trapper keeper.
No. I'm talking about status symbols as children to
Oh.
assert my dominance over other
Wait,
children.
your toothbrush is your status symbol?
It's one of them.
It's an interest indicator.
Yeah.
Not a status symbol.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's
better.
it's your social media back then. It's like, how do I let people know what I'm into without going up and saying, "Hi, I'm Eric. I like Batman."
Brush-
No, instead they're like, "Oh my God,
You
look
could
at
literally
him.
do that as
He
a kid and
likes
make friends,
Batman."
though.
Brush my teeth with gold flakes.
Fuck yeah, Batman.
That's status symbol.
Yeah. Eric's like, my status. I had a toothbrush.
Yeah, we don't have that anymore. The status symbols we have now and is going away is you guys got to make sure if you want to, you got to go to the Blind Wave store and quickly get the Book of Blind Wave merch that is leaving the store very, 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 very soon now that the show is over. So
Yeah.
that is the status symbol you want to try to get, and you have a very, very small amount of time to get it. So please, if you're interested, check that out.
What was on your last lunchbox? Or your last lunchbox with a graphic?
Yeah, no, I get you.
I think mine was Power Rangers.
It might have been
And it had
Power
a thermos
Rangers.
that was also
yeah.
Power Rangers.
Because I quickly turned to the hot lunch after
Quickly turn to the
first
hot lunch?
grade. Yeah,
After when?
like first, second grade. Like
First,
I-
second grade?
Yeah, I went to hot lunch
How come?
just because it's there and I don't have to carry anything.
My grandmother
I was
was
too busy carrying my trapper.
my grandmother was the cook, and I
Really?
never ate her food.
Oh,
I always brought my lunch.
it's okay. Seems backwards.
Yeah, I always packed every day from, like, I think pretty much every day. I don't know. There might have been a day or two when, like, I did buy.
Yeah.
But, like, from kindergarten until 8th grade, I packed my lunch.
Mm,
And then when I went to high school, I bought every day.
gotcha.
Yep.
It's like I stored up, all the money I would have spent. I just did packed lunches.
Interesting.
And then I used it all during high school or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was like a change. Like, I already carried books, all kinds of books and stuff, I didn't need a lunch, too. I don't know what my lunchbox was, though.
I don't know if I remember.
I definitely
I don't know
had
if I
like
had anything.
the blue, like the gray type blue cow Batman lunchbox, and I think I had a Power Rangers one.
I might
I
have
felt
had
like you just had like a blue or green one or something.
I
That
might
just
have
like
had a Dallas Cowboy one at one point, maybe.
you certainly had a shirt. I remember that.
Sure. I cannot remember what my lunchbox looked like. I know at one point I had one that stood up and it had like an under pocket. But then before
Yeah.
that I had one that was just one zipper and it was like a rectangle. You know?
Yeah, that's the one that I remember, the stand-up.
I don't know. Can't remember. But I loved Country Fried Steak Day.
It's good. I like square pizza day,
So we had pizza every day.
meatball
did.
day.
Rick and I
was a
ate
good
pizza
day.
every day, unless it was something else for lunch that we really wanted.
Pizza, chocolate ice cream, soft serve.
It would be, I don't know if did you and I both do the same thing? It was like a Tony's pizza, which was like the rectangle pizza.
Yep.
With a chocolate milk and a cosmic brownie
Oh yeah.
every day. It was
Yes.
that. Unless they had country fried steak or baked chicken or I don't know, there's a small list of other things that I remember I would buy, but every other day it was pizza, brownie, chocolate milk.
Until I started going to Washington State, and then it was Subway.
We had a dish called Haystacks, which I think is like a taco. I think it's just like loaded nachos, but I wonder why they called it Haystacks.
I don't know. We had taco in a bag.
We did.
Was it like corn
No,
tortilla?
it was just like some chips, some meat, and a lot of shredded cheese.
Oh, that's why. Because it looks
guess.
like a haystack
I
on
guess
top,
so.
right?
Yeah, we had that. That was a good day.
Is it?
I think that benefit. Like, I think I'm still rolling off the high of those haystacks because one of my favorite meals is just loaded nachos.
Oh, I thought you were going
Brown
to
some
say
meat, put some taco
lots
seasoning.
of shredded cheese.
I like the shredded cheese.
Is that why you like it, though?
Probably. No, I like the spicy taco sauce.
Spicy taco.
Yeah, like if you could just use your fingers on that, I'd probably just eat that, but I don't think you can, so you have to go through the social pressure of making actual nachos.
The social pressure.
What, Jake? What? That's fucking sweet.
What are we talking about?
What's
Calvin, you're just saying random
said
things and people in podcasts may
Our
not know.
school was weird and had a potato bar, so I had baked potatoes pretty frequently.
A potato bar?
Just a warmer with a bunch of potatoes for you to grab and customize how you
Fucking
want.
Samwise
So you can,
Gamgee
like,
That's
go crazy
fucking
on that.
sweet.
Butter, sour cream, cheese, whatever, and you just sprinkle it on your potato and go.
Did
I mean,
you
I
go to
guess.
school
That'd
in
be kinda cool.
Idaho? Okay. That would track.
No. We had pizza. I remember sometimes we wouldn't get pizza, and we would get the other pizza. You remember that?
That's very descriptive.
Warrior Pizza.
They had Warrior Pizza Day,
Okay.
where it was like triangle pieces of pizza.
Yep.
I don't know what the difference was of where that one came from necessarily, but there was the Tony's Pizza, which was like the rectangles, and I feel like you can buy those at the store. You just heat them
I'm
up.
pretty
right?
sure the main
Sure.
difference was the preservatives.
Well, sure,
But
but like it was like they made the pizza there as opposed to like just open these up and bake these ones.
sure.
So there's some days when we wouldn't get pizza because we would get pizza.
It's true.
I thought that was funny. We didn't have any bars. Grubhub will arrive soon.
I think we're getting Arby's sliders
Between 3:43 and 3:53.
from Alex.
You
Thank
know,
you so much, Alex
thank
in
you, Alex
Scotland.
in
We
Scotland.
appreciate it.
Alex in Scotland is responsible for like 2 of my meals a week.
You're not wrong.
I owe a lot to Alex in Scotland.
Yeah, Jancy. Our school was private too.
Yeah, Calvin had one of the most private schools in the country.
It's extremely exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How were your dances?
Awkward.
Not many options.
Pep rallies.
Oh, man.
Baseball team was okay. Did you guys do a lot for sports or anything? Like, or did you guys
I
just
mean,
kind of
we
like?
were active outdoors.
Yeah.
The biggest sport that we did was typically like just play fighting in the woods,
Mm.
running around with BB guns and
Like, was that like a?
hatchets and chopping trees
Did
down.
you guys have
and-
like a PE kind of thing or anything, or like?
Not really.
No.
You never played?
Like-
Never played with the parachute?
Not like you did.
Those are the best days.
I actually used a parachute.
They threw you out of a plane.
They didn't. I jumped out of a tree with a blanket.
That's
Yeah.
not a
It did-
parachute.
It did kind of work.
Ours was a parachute. We were just on the ground with it.
No, I know, but you're not using the parachute.
We
It's-
were.
It's
Would
just
you
a
have
sheet of
trusted your life
fabric,
to that parachute?
which I was using a sheet of fabric as a parachute, so
I
potato, potato.
think that's what we meant.
Potato
like-
potato bar.
We jumped
Yeah,
on potato bar.
bringing it back around.
Anyway. Yeah, we'll show this later.
Damn it!
I just
Who the fuck posted that?
Jake left, but here in a second I'll show something that got shared from Pong
Okay.
was he found Calvin's What was it, Calvin? Your is it like your diploma?
Well, look at it.
Well,
See what they made it.
we'll wait.
We'll talk about it here in a little bit.
Until then,
It looks cool.
we can talk about a new Disney Plus series. Original series coming to Disney Plus. It'll give you goosebumps.
Oh, is it Goosebumps?
It is
done.
Sorry about that.
It is indeed. I used to read Goosebumps books as a kid. I watched some of the TV, and I played the FMV game.
That's cool.
FMV game.
I
didn't-
liked the books a lot when I was growing up.
Oh yeah,
I didn't watch the show. We didn't have TV or anything like that, and I didn't read the books because I didn't watch the show. But
I think the books were
Mead
first.
had
were first.
had the license for the Goosebumps Trapper Keeper.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The license?
Yeah,
The Goosebumps Trapper Keeper. That sounds
like
like
they
fun. I can
Mead
automatically see
made
the design
a
with
Goosebumps Trapper Keeper,
the goo.
and it was
goo.
licensed.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I just meant you had the license to make them.
No, I didn't.
I'm like, how'd you have that?
Mead, you listen.
I was trying to.
No, at my elementary school, it was like when we had a library. Library was like a class,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you would go to the
Sure.
library and say, "All right, kids, go get books," and then all the kids would just run and try to get all the Goosebumps.
You gotta get a Goosebumps
Yeah.
book. One you haven't read yet.
Man,
Yeah.
you
Well,
had class at the library.
Also, Animorphs.
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 You didn't have those?
Animorphs. I
was a
definitely had. Remember
book
zoo
series.
books?
Yep.
I would get zoo books, all the dinosaur books, and Goosebumps.
I
And,
used to go.
Yeah, library class was literally just find a book, sit there, and read.
At our
Yeah.
school, we had like you would read books. It was all optional, but you could read books, take tests on them, and get points for them, and then there was like competition.
Yeah, accelerated
Yeah.
reading.
Is that what it was?
It was that. There was two things we had, I think. One of them involved Pizza Hut, and you could go get pizza.
Huh.
I don't know why all my
Gotcha.
stories revolve around pizza.
That makes sense. I mean, eventually, and at the library, you would be able to accrue certain tokens to get one of those personal pizzas at Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I'm
fucking
talking
good.
about,
Those
right?
are great.
it was great. You
And it tasted
read
better than regular pizza.
because it was free. What? Which one?
Oh, you get a
Yes.
slider.
I mean, I'd take the hot one, I guess, and then whatever. I don't know what the options are. I'll take whatever.
What?
I'll eat any of them. I am not picky.
But what is it?
Food.
It's like
But
These two motherfuckers over here are astonished. Like, oh my god.
I just say yes. I'll take whatever. It's fine, whichever one.
Book it.
I
That's
do
what it was
remember
called.
reading and having to like take a test on a computer
Yeah.
Yeah,
for like how well are you retaining this book?
sure.
You know.
I still
Okay.
have all the books
Have
I think
Aaron
that I
take it.
won.
I'll take the last
I'm
one.
having the highest score.
Oh, there we go.
I remember book fair. When the book fair would come around, I always got the Garfield books.
Garfield.
I
like
loved
the,
the
cat?
Garfield comic strip books. I would always get one every year, and like it turned out, I had like a huge collection of Garfield books.
Yeah, I had a bunch of.
that you stole from the
Garfield.
library.
No, I bought them.
Okay, not like the Star Wars book that you
No,
took.
the Star Wars Encyclopedia I stole.
Okay,
Mm.
I just wanted to make sure. And now we have it on record everywhere.
Yes. Well, I should give some type of donation to the library for that. I
you
think
should. They need that.
Did you have the bookmobile?
Oh, Saboteur.
Yep.
Tower.
The bookmobile. I confused it with the blood drive van one time. It was.
Yeah, I never went there.
That would have been embarrassing.
That's
That's
so
where
where do
my
I get my book?
that's where my fear of needles comes from.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to the bookmobile one day. I got a surprise.
No, yeah, I had a small collection of Garfield comic books as well, but I had a very large collection of Calvin and Hobbes comic books and
Mm.
Far Side.
Mm-hmm.
Far Side is the shit.
The Far Side was my favorite eventually.
Yeah.
I think the main books I read were Goosebump books. I don't really remember too many other books as a kid. I remember Holes.
Holes is a good one.
Yeah.
Hatchet? Did you read Hatchet?
Nope.
Man, you gotta give your sons Hatchet.
It's true.
I'll
You're
give him
a
a
father
Hatchet
now,
if
man.
you-
You gotta
if you
fucking
don't-
grow up. Read Hatchet.
I got plenty of hatchets.
Leon reads a lot of Last Kids on Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and he was reading some Harry Potter.
But for
Love
those
Harry Potter.
who don't have a bookmobile, it was a bus that was a mobile library.
Mm-hmm.
What was the like a bookstore?
There was the book fair
There was book fair.
that would come to like the library every quarter
I remember
or
you
whatever.
could go with some money and buy some books or random toys.
Mhm.
I don't know why they had like random stuff there.
You would also have like the fundraisers that would come around every once in a while, and they would have these amazing prizes for selling so much, you know? Like if you sold $50, you could get this, I don't know, pencil. If you sold this, you know, like these prizes were stupid. But they had like the unattainable, like if you sold 1 million points or whatever, it's like a fighter jet.
Yeah.
Or
What?
it was like
You're on private island.
They'd have private island, like a watch you can watch TV on. That was always the one I wanted. That was kind of like 80% up to the fighter jet. But there was some type of fundraiser thing. I think it was Mountain Dew, where a kid or a guy figured out how to accrue enough points to get the fighter jet, and ended up like having to sue Mountain Dew or just get like the amount in cash or something like that because they couldn't actually give him a fighter jet.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing something like that.
Was he like a felon?
I don't think so. Like they don't have fighter jets to give.
I mean, you can buy them.
I don't know. Can Mountain Dew buy a fighter jet?
Sure. Red Bull has them.
Are you allowed just to buy a fighter jet?
Sure.
I don't know.
Didn't someone buy a tank recently?
You
but
have
it was
enough money.
It was like decommissioned enough to not be able to shoot, but it was still just a tank that could like drive on the road somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
pretty
of
sure
those
that-
things are perfectly legal to own. You just can't arm them.
Or you can, because it's America.
Well, you can
That's not
within
exactly how it works.
the
Like-
limits of licensing and certification.
Like,
and
there's
stuff
like-
that.
There's the one Boy Scout that got in trouble for making like a nuclear reactor, right?
Yes.
Like you can't do that.
He didn't get in trouble. He got the only badge that's ever been given for building. No, he literally did.
Yeah, but he got like his like shed stormed, didn't he?
You got a job.
Just go
Let me
make a
see.
job.
Radioactive Boy Scout.
Yeah, it's a real story, isn't it?
I thought it was just something they made up for Sheldon Cooper from
No.
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory steals.
No.
This is real life.
I'm trying to find out what the repercussions were. Homemade breeder reactor. While he never managed to build a reactor in August of '94, his progress attracted the attention of local police when they found material in his vehicle that troubled them during a stop for a separate matter. His name was Han. When Han warned them that the
Han.
material was radioactive, the police contacted federal authorities. His mother's property was cleaned up by the EPA. 10 months later, a Superfund cleanup site. 10 months later, as a Superfund cleanup site, Han attained Eagle Scout rank shortly after his lab was dismantled. While the incident was not widely publicized initially, it became better known following a 1998 Harper's Magazine article. Han was also the subject of Silverstein's 2004 book, The Radioactive Boy Scout. As an adult, he served in the U.S. Navy and U.S. Marine Corps. He was subsequently treated for mental illness. Oh, man.
Damn.
And he died at 39,
Damn.
Holy shit.
related to drug and alcohol use.
I think
Oh,
it's
man.
pronounced Han.
H-A-H-N.
Speaking of the Star Wars universe,
Mhm.
Obi-Wan has a premiere date.
Yes, finally it does.
I
Obi-Wan
know
Kenobi.
that it does have a date,
Uh-huh.
but I insisted that Carmen not tell me.
So you don't know the date?
I
I
don't
don't know
know
the
the
date.
date.
I haven't. There's a poster too that
I
apparently
haven't
came
seen
out.
the poster. Haven't seen anything.
Well, I have the date. I don't have the poster.
Eric, do you have the poster?
I think Jake is going to bring the poster up for us, and I think the
Okay.
poster is probably going to have the date on it too.
Probably.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, the date is May 25th.
Makes perfect sense.
Huh.
If you're going to do May, you're going to do May 4th, or you're going to do May 5th, 25th. And man,
Wow. That looks-
Jesus.
That's a cool,
That looks fucking good.
I like the suns in the background.
Like if you said this was Passion of the Christ 2, I believe you.
You said it was Dune. I would believe you.
Sure. Could be either one.
Oh man, that's damn, it's gonna be great. May 25th. I think the May 4th date is cute, but May 25th is much older in tradition of Star Wars, being the day that Obi-Wan's first appearance ever premiered in 1977. So awesome. It's fantastic. May
And-
25th is also when Return of the Jedi came out as well.
And like what Lucas Stefano said, May 4th has Moon Knight.
I
Yeah.
think is that Moon Knight? I thought that was
Moon
March 30th.
I don't know. It's just what he said.
Google says March 30th.
Lucas was thrown under the bus by Calvin.
No, under the
Well, I
bus
mean-
by Rick.
If it's at least 6 episodes, it would still have Moon Knight.
Mhm.
I think that's
True.
all it means. Not that
I
it comes
see.
out on May 4th, but that it would be airing still, right?
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
So Lucas is not
Incorrect.
You are just making incorrect assumptions.
You know what happens then?
No, I'm super excited. Man, there's just so many things that we could go in that series. I don't want to amp myself up too much.
Sure. I don't want to make
I do
expectations.
like it is interesting. I'm like, we finished Book of Boba Fett, and I'm like, we don't need to. I'd like to maybe get away from Tatooine for a bit. And then people are like, well, yeah, but the fucking May 25th, Kenobi. I'm like, all right, we'll stick on Tatooine at least for a bit. There's nothing saying he can't leave.
Sure. He just has to be there at specific moment.
Yeah.
Sure.
We don't know what he did in between.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, it could be interesting.
Could have gone off
Although-
and had a couple families, for all we know.
Could be.
No, I'm excited for that. I can't wait. I loved Book of Boba. Had a lot of
Mhm.
fun watching it. And I'm just excited for more of the series and the movies and stuff too, just to
Yeah.
see what more stories we get. Because a lot
Sure.
of these now are kind of like, they're going around the Skywalker saga. They're not following it, necessarily.
They
So-
are, and everything that's come before us right now has kind of taken place, other than Bad Batch from Disney Plus, like in the same time period after Return of the Jedi. Whereas this is very clearly not.
Sure.
So they can play around in that time period a little bit. As will Andor will play around in that time period as well. Kind of almost pretty close to each other.
Probably.
So.
I'm excited for like just, I don't know, Skywalker saga like adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we know Obi-Wan's there, for Luke, but
Yeah.
what stories are there that aren't necessarily tied to Luke and Anakin
Yeah.
and all that stuff? So
Though I've
Really cool.
I've always thought like if you're gonna have Kenobi off world, what could possibly be important enough to do that? And one of my answers is always like, what if there was something going on with Leia? Like I figured that he might actually do that. So maybe it will be kind of Skywalker adjacent.
maybe
Who knows?
we'll see.
Sure.
Will be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Me
I
too, man. Ewan McGregor. It's been what? How many years? 15 years since we've seen Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan? 2005.
Is it 99, 2001, 2005?
2005.
Was it 2003? When was episode 2?
Episode 2 was 2002.
Was it 2?
Episode 1 was 99.
I was in like its time frame. I'm like, I know it's in here. I know it's at least
17 years
So yeah, so
since we've
2005
seen
has
that,
been a
man.
while.
Damn. That's almost as much as Obi-Wan was stuck on Tatooine. That was 19 years, right?
I wonder how
Man,
he'll-
those sons aged that
you can
point.
kind of see him there a little bit. I wonder how he'll look as far as like from episode 3 to episode 4. If there'll be a little
Yeah.
bit of merging to kind of get him
Sure.
in the middle there.
You
Yeah.
thinking like prosthetics or digital makeup or
Yeah, a little bit of whatever. Like, will they do anything to try to make him look a little bit more like Alec Guinness, or will they just? There's Ewan McGregor.
We never
just
heard
go
the
with it.
story about how he fell into the Sarlacc pit. That would explain it, right?
No. We do need a backtrack, though. You guys were showing something that you were waiting on Jake to get back for?
Yeah, Jake was gone when there was a thing that Pong sent in Discord.
Okay. Because I don't want to. I want to know what it is. You guys were having so much fun over there.
Oh,
I couldn't see.
Leaving us
somebody
out.
was.
he's showing it now. Switch to it.
Snowy University. Oh, this is your diploma, Calvin.
To all to whom these presents shall come. What? It's hard to read, Rick. You do it.
I can't.
Proof I went to college.
My laptop's so far behind.
Greeting be it known that Calvin Grubb, having honorably fulfilled all the requirements imposed by the authorities of this institution, the president and the trustees of Snowy University, upon recommendation of the faculty, do therefore confer the degree of proof I went to college with all the honors, rights, and privileges to that degree.
Maggie's the vice president.
And yeah, University President Snowy.
That's amazing.
There's
Joke's on you. I didn't graduate.
But no, I love that. Proof the degree of proof I went to college. That's all it is.
Yep. I wish there were more spelling mistakes, but otherwise I love it.
Yeah,
I
you
guess
can print
I'm
that out
good.
and put it in your resume. If you ever need a job,
Get that framed
get framed.
in your office if we had offices.
Yeah, we could put it like right behind you in the podcast area.
You wish
Yeah,
you're playing Pokemon right now, aren't you, Calvin?
Oh. No, this is still preferable somehow to Pokemon.
Well, there's one piece of Blind Wave news that we forgot to cover, which features into the next news item I have over on the live podcast suggestions box over on Discord. But we have a show poll running right now
We do.
to replace ReZero.
Yes.
Happening right now. If you want to have an influence on what animated show is going to replace that, you can head over to patreon.com/blindwave,
Mm-hmm.
which will then take you to blindwave.com, where you can vote for your top 3 options. Rankings matter.
And then prepare for the hint hunt.
Oh, indeed.
And also, don't go too far because there's gonna be another poll.
Like shockingly coming up as another poll.
Yeah, we're
Indeed.
gonna be swapping out a animation and a live action
Yeah.
Yep.
show.
Like
Within,
we've
like, the
literally
same-
filmed the video for that one too.
Indeed.
So there's gonna be lots of hint hunting and
Mixed up clues.
polling and whatnot. So
A lot of exciting options on there, but one of them got some news today.
Yeah.
A Futurama revival ordered at Hulu with multiple original cast members. Is Futurama one of the options over on the poll?
It totally is. I was, every time I look at the poll, I always try to think, okay, I'm trying to guess what I think is going to win. And I go, that was, Futurama, I've never seen it, but it's interesting, but it's kind of older now. Maybe it's not something that's going to have a lot of, pull. But then that came, I was like, holy shit. That was like a day after we put that poll up. So
Sure.
I was
It's
like,
possible.
I
I
have
haven't
to
seen-
change all my rankings now.
I haven't seen Futurama, so
Yeah.
it would definitely be something where I was like, well, I guess I'm catching up to this now.
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
I like to think that, it's on Fox, or it used to be on Fox, right? Futurama?
I don't know.
It was like the same thing as The Simpsons, wasn't
anything
it?
about it.
I think so.
But
Simpsons
it's going to be
was
Netflix now?
Hulu.
Hulu.
Hulu, okay. I had to think Mr. Hulu was watching our poll and was like, Futurama, that's a good idea. Call me the Futurama boys. And then that's what happened.
Probably it.
In like Matt Groening and Stephen X. Cohen.
Yep.
And all those guys. Futurama boys.
Man of History said Comedy Central.
I think they would probably prefer
So
to be known
Fox-
as
Oh, it
Simpsons
was
guys.
Fox.
Oh, and then it was revived by Comedy Central.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this is its second revival.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, the show that people just want to keep. Must be good then,
Where's Firefly's second revival?
right?
Real funny.
Where was its first? I mean, got the movie, I guess.
And a
That's not a revival. That's a send off.
comic,
Yeah.
which are cool, I guess.
Huh?
Comic, which is cool, I guess.
Yeah.
If they would have put in a Trapper Keeper.
That would have been better.
Like,
Futurama keeper.
imagine if comic books came in Trapper Keepers instead. Like it's just
I'm
right there.
sure I had a comic in my Trapper Keeper at one
No,
point.
not like you buy
Yeah.
You know how you get like those full
Yeah.
like arcs of
Mhm.
stories. Instead, you buy a Trapper Keeper, and inside that's where the
That's
Yeah,
just
trade-
where the
Trade
comics
paperback.
are stored.
Yeah. Absolutely. It sounds like a great idea, and we should be selling this to someone.
Yeah,
Should
but
we?
Call
don't you have
Mr.
to
Marvel.
like 3-ring punch the comic books to get them in the Trapper Keeper?
Sure, just you print it on different paper, a little wider.
Oh.
That way you don't cut into the panels. Perfect.
Hmm.
Or you
Fixed.
could do fun things where those are always circular objects in the comic panel.
Ha-ha!
Maybe.
Or they cover up like crotches and nipples and stuff.
What?
What comics are you reading?
Who are you drawing? Why are you
I don't
drawing
know,
those
there's
way?
all kinds of stuff like
why are
that.
you drawing the nipples and stuff way over there?
Maybe somebody's falling out of frame. Maybe it's orgy.
I would just move on.
Okay.
We got any sliders left?
I
I'm
got
having a
one.
slider. That's good, man.
Did you not eat any?
Aaron got 2.
Oh, they were there.
I was gonna give you next pick after each of us picked one. I was gonna pick after that, and then he just took them away.
I was just told to pick one, and I picked one.
Speaking of moving on, do we have anything before we get to questions? I'm out of stuff.
Questions. We're out of stuff.
I think I'm out of stuff.
If you guys do have questions,
I
we will
love
talk
questions.
about
Thank you, Jake.
things.
I would like to.
Yes,
If
I
you-
would also like to look at Lord of the Rings images.
If you guys
from
would like
Vanity
to
Fair.
submit any questions and thoughts, make sure you guys put the questions down with your channel points, and we will get to questions at some point.
While we're all pulling that up, there is one thing that I did forget to mention.
Uh-huh.
The Razzies.
Oh, the Razzies.
That was one thing I heard about, was Razzies.
Yeah, the nominees.
Yes.
Ah.
The film version of the Diana stage play topped the 2022 nomination. Warner Brothers' Space Jam landed 4 nods, including for Worst Picture.
Wow.
As
Make sure you cover. There was a whole new category they made.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Make sure you get that one if it's in there.
Let's see here. The Woman in the Window got 5 nods.
Okay.
Karen is one that got some nods. Dear Evan Hansen.
Is that Chris
Let's
Hansen's
see here.
relative?
No, it's a musical about a high school student played by like a 40-year-old man
Oh.
or something. I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Oh. This year, the Razzie also added an all Bruce Willis category
That was it.
for worst performance by the actor in a 2021 movie. There are 8 nominations.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Bruce Willis made 8 movies
Well,
this year? Last year?
At least 8 of them got nominated for the Razzie. He might have made
Whoa.
more.
Well, we're looking those up.
I just thought it was interesting that they made a new one called Worst Performance by Bruce Willis in a 2021 movie.
That is incredible.
And I haven't seen any of these.
Do you have the list?
The list of movies are American Siege,
Okay.
Apex, Cosmic Sin, Deadlock, Fortress, Midnight in the Switchgrass, Out of Death, and Survive the Game.
I've heard of none of those.
Is he
Wow.
trying to compete with like Steven Seagal or something?
Wow.
Doesn't sound like Steven Seagal.
They do sound like Steven Seagal titles.
I think it's more maybe of an Eddie Murphy.
Hmm.
Like, I don't feel like Steven Seagal had the peak that Bruce did.
Yeah.
Or what about like Nicolas Cage? Like Nicolas Cage is in a bunch of
Nicolas
just
Cage is in his
really-
peak right now. What are you
Well-
talking about?
Samuel Jackson is in like all kinds of movies.
Good ones.
Now I've seen. It's been a good long time since I've seen a Bruce Willis movie. I feel like since the 4th Die Hard, maybe.
How do you guys feel about the Razzies?
I mean, it gives me
Rick loves him.
a list to watch
That's true.
movies. I pay more attention to those than I do like the
Yeah.
Oscars.
You know what I will say it does?
Hmm.
It does give a focus on movies that maybe wouldn't otherwise get focused on. Maybe good, maybe bad, but
By mocking
all
them,
publicity is good publicity, right?
I mean, I've heard advertisers say that.
How many people are going to watch these Bruce Willis movies now being like, man, these were
Yeah.
that bad? I better watch these and see if they can't be that bad, right?
Yeah.
Well, Rick will.
Exactly. Some people will watch these because Bruce Willis, like, oh, I didn't even hear about these. So,
I mean, Halle Berry accepted hers.
mm-hmm.
So
I remember
people
that.
seem to be
Yeah.
a good support
She did a
about
speech,
it
right?
sometimes.
She did.
She did.
Yeah.
Because every time they come up, I always see articles about the guy that created the Razzies and how he's not the best person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Huh.
I still,
And it's a very, I don't know, like it started out, like, I think that you can be a good sport about it, yeah, but
Mhm.
it started out as, like, failed filmmaker mocks people that he thinks that, like trip their way to success.
sure.
So, I don't know.
And he's always focusing on like the bigger name people and stuff and being like, haha, this is why they're bad.
Yeah.
I get you. Like, I haven't seen a lot of these movies. I don't watch a lot of newer movies because I'm like, well, we might react to it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I want to keep the Razzies and what we're about to really talk about as far away from possible, because I really hope this new Lord of the Rings series works.
Yes. Same.
Did you have anything else on the Razzies or
Nope.
Bruce Willis?
That was it.
Or poor Bruce Willis and his fall from power. So we have a Vanity Fair article. It looks like there's some photographs and an article here. Amazon's Lord of the Rings series rises inside the Rings of Power. So this says Galadriel comes up for air. So we do have a recast Galadriel, which, I mean, it makes sense that if you want to have this long-running series, you want to have a younger actress than Kate, though it should still look like Kate. It's fine. So we have a recast Galadriel. And like we talked about before, this isn't necessarily meaning it's like connecting to Peter Jackson movies or anything. So recast is probably the wrong word.
Sure.
But yeah, let's see here. Oh, okay. I'm guessing this is all. Can you go down a little bit? Is this also a Galadriel? Yeah, Galadriel, commander of the Northern Armies. Okay, so we're gonna be seeing some stuff here with Lord of the Rings.
Interesting.
I'm gonna look at these highlighted things here. Can you imagine going back to such a beloved world and facing the high bar of the Peter Jackson movies? We were all the time very aware of the massive expectations. Yeah, I feel like it's almost going to be a losing battle in terms of expectations, but...
Well, the good news is they had The Hobbit in between.
That's true, and the good news is that they have a lot of money. This is one of the most expensive TV shows of all time. Okay, so we have, let's see, Durin. So the Durin's folk, obviously Durin with a dwarf here, but we have a female dwarven princess. Her name is Disa. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
If I'm looking real close, it looks like Disa has some sideburns. You know, they always talk about dwarf women and if they have the beards or not, and she looks like she has some hairy sideburns there.
I like her hair. I feel like her hair feels very dwarven to me.
Yeah, definitely. Like sprinkled with like gold flakes on top.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that she has shoot, what is it called? The Triforce. She has a bunch of Triforces.
A bunch of Triforces. Yeah, I do see the Triforces. And then an elven character here.
A Sylvan elf.
A character who's been created for this series. So this is, you know, primarily stuff that's going to be mined from the Silvermillion, which we talked about this last time. There is not going to be a lot of... Like, the Silvermillion is... It's very much just like a textbook. Like, here's notable things that happened, and now we skip 500 years. And here's notable things that happened, and now we're going to skip 500 years. So you're going to have to create some characters for this, despite how huge the world is. And I'll just come out and say it. There's going to be a certain group of people that are very upset that people of color are playing these characters. And to that, I say I could give no fucks about that, you know? I think that it's a fantasy world and that you can have any actors play any characters, and I don't know. It just doesn't bother me at all. But I can already hear in the back of my head people being very, very, very bothered by this.
I mean, it won't bother me, but I imagine the idea of like, well, this was made as it's made as like a UK kind of thing or whatever, and people are going to be like, well, it's supposed to be this and that and those, and
it'll be similar to Heimdall, Thor, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be. To me, it's not an issue.
I'm sorry. I find that so dumb. Like, it's a fantasy
I
series.
don't think it's an issue. I think people are going to make that the argument a lot, but I don't think that it should be. I think it should be, well, if you find like this is who your actress or your actor or whatever, you know, whatever role you need, you're filling it.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. It doesn't matter. But people find as much as they can to complain about all the time.
Look at this wet set they have here, man. Jeesh.
Yeah, I like it.
You don't like the wet set?
No, I like it.
Oh, you do like it? I was like,
like
man, Aaron, what do you
I'm
have
worried
against the
about that
wet set?
camera over there. Why is this one wrapped? That one's not wrapped.
That one's getting splashed. That one's out of the rain.
All right, good. But no, it looks really cool.
It looks amazing. Yeah.
Their boat looks like it. I don't know it would last very well.
Well, it's lasted this long, and they're better at faring the seas than you.
Man, that guy looks like Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh my gosh! I thought that was a dinosaur in the background. I thought it was like a what are they called? In the beginning of Jurassic Park, the
Brachiosaurus.
Yeah, Brachiosaurus.
And that is young Ned, isn't it? Young Ned Stark?
Yeah.
From that Game of Thrones episode, Tower of Joy, or whatever it was. I think that is him. Looks like him.
Don't remember.
Well, Seems I would guess playing a half elf. It says, oh, Elrond. Huh. Okay, very young Elrond, then I would say. Awesome. So we have Galadriel and Elrond so far. Let's see. I want to look at at least the highlighted quotes. This kind of budget would decimate other studios, but Tolkien, like space travel, is a personal obsession for Jeff Bezos. Okay. Well, I mean, they're spending, like I said, way more money than
Tolkien, like space travel, is a personal obsession. Jeff Bezos.
Some people really, really, really into it.
I would like to see Jeff Bezos versus Stephen Colbert in a trivia contest.
Yeah,
I think I know who would come out on top there.
So we have
That's that one guy, right, that we saw earlier.
Bronwyn is the elf that we saw before, I think, with a forbidden love in a village. Okay, well, it looks like, Tolkien definitely had. It was pretty notable whenever a human and an elf would have a romance, which is one of the, the Hobbit movies. I don't hate them or anything, but they're not my favorite. But it's pretty rare to have a relationship like that. So it seems like this is the original character they were talking about. So that's interesting.
No cursing.
No cursing. Elrond and Galadriel. Yeah. Okay.
I say that's her cape.
I tell you what, this looks like you can kind of see some architecture of that looks exactly like John Howe's elven architecture from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So that looks pretty cool.
The dwarven girl up above the background reminded me of the door.
It was the door.
Was it the door itself?
Yeah, of the Khazad-dûm.
Where you say not Meloron, but what?
Melon. Yeah, let's do it real quick. Now I want to have a look at it.
I can't remember if we said anything about it or anything, but
we didn't talk about the background.
When I looked at it, I'm like, that kind of looks like the door to me, but
definitely dwarven. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Khazad-dûm's entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does it say it there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And that's the place they went in the first one. I don't remember what. I just know it was mines.
That was the Mines of Moria.
Yeah, that's all I remember of that. So,
but where they went with the big halls and stuff like that was Khazad-dûm.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right, single mother and healer seen in an apothecary in Middle Earth Southlands. Okay. Now I'm not gonna know much about any of these new characters. Yeah, let's keep going. What else we got? Ooh.
Dinosaurs.
No, they're
Moose
hunters
people.
or some shit.
Yeah. Jesus, okay.
It looks like they just have like moose antlers on.
Two nomadic hunters wandering the fields of Middle Earth. Well, it reminds me of the antlers that Legolas's father was riding in The Hobbit, right? He was riding a deer mount.
The Hobbit.
Yeah, you haven't seen The Hobbit.
He's not in the first one. I've seen the first one.
What's the guy in the middle supposed to be?
Yeah, right. He doesn't
I
look
don't know,
like he
man.
fits
This is
at all.
fucking bullshit.
That doesn't look like Tolkien to me.
Tom Bombadil.
Oh, it's cool. I like that telescoping camera boom.
The driving question behind the production: can we come up with the novel Tolkien never wrote and do it as a mega event series that can only happen now? I mean, if that's your driving question, that's a hell of a question. Come up with the novel Tolkien never wrote. Because again, The Silmarillion is not a narrative novel.
Yeah.
No,
So I imagine there's going to be I'm trying to proofread some of this article here.
Skim read.
Yeah, I'm trying to skim read it here. I don't know if you guys have anything to say while I'm reading. Sorry.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
I
a
feel
little
like fantasy writers for decades have been writing
trying to
the
capture this
novels
magic. Yeah.
that Tolkien never wrote. So obviously hugely influential fantasy genre. Yeah, I wonder how much it will feel like
them.
Tolkien versus how much it'll feel like its own thing.
Sure.
It's taking the building blocks, but it's making a new frame. Those things.
Sure, and it's also at the same time, it kind of has to, I guess, set the stage a little bit for what's coming from his actual books, right? This is all taking place before. Like, you gotta make sure that you put in things with like characters and whatnot, but not undo what's supposed to be coming later.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like when you did the prequels, like, all right, well, here's the prequels for Star Wars. You gotta tell the stories of what's happening here,
Sure,
but not destroy what happens in the original trilogy at the same time.
Another storyline will follow a sailor named Isildur years before he becomes a warrior and cuts the soul-corrupting ring off Sauron's hand. So, Isildur, do we have a picture of him, maybe? I'm going to guess yes.
Looks like him.
He kind of looks like the guy.
A little bit.
Does.
Needs some more hair.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not Isildur. Damn, sorry. I was like, hey, that looks like Isildur.
It looks like it could be Aragorn's like,
and
bloodline.
Celebrimbor. Well, of course, if you're going to have the Rings of Power, you're going to want to have Celebrimbor as well. One of the guys that really knows ring lore and how to create. Interesting. Yeah. Add all the photos. You go back down a little tiny bit. Just wanted to see the end here. Sauron, the villain's presence is a major factor throughout so we'll probably have some Sauron stuff here too. Okay. Well, it's interesting. I imagine that because I pulled up some stuff here too, just trying like what information was in this article that's notable. And one of them is that obviously the Silvermillion in the Second Age goes over the course of a very, very long time. And if you're going to have human characters, you pretty much would have to have new characters
You'd have to
every once in a while. So they are going to be condensing a lot of the events down to a smaller frame of time, which I know there'll be the Tolkien nerds out there being like, this is bullshit. But I mean, Peter Jackson did this whenever he had Gandalf come back to Frodo in a couple months compared to what was it? How many years was Gandalf away researching the ring?
Decades and decades.
Yeah, fucking Elijah Wood's 19, where Frodo was supposed to be like in his late 40s. So that's
like
not
a middle-aged.
That's not at all a deal breaker or anything for me. So, yeah. Interesting.
Before he returns to the Shire, he was gone for 17 years.
17 years. Yep, as long as it's been since we've seen Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. Damn. Okay. Well, I mean, I kind of imagined that we were going to get at the very least elven characters that we know, with Elrond, Celebrimbor, Galadriel, Durin there. I think it said Durin the Fourth, so we might see Khazad-dûm, the dwarven city that we briefly saw in Fellowship of the Ring, which that would be cool to see it thriving.
That's where they came in, right? With,
that's where the Balrog was.
That would be cool to see.
That would be cool to see. Like, that was like one of the heights of the dwarven kingdoms, and we saw its ruin.
Sure.
So, yeah, I would like to see that. But yeah.
Had that just happened then, or had it been some time that it was destroyed?
It would have been between, because, let's see, one of the dwarves from The Hobbit would have gone to try to reclaim Khazad-dûm, because Khazad-dûm fell whenever, they call it Durin's Bane, because they delved so deep that they awoke this demon, and it killed everybody there, pretty much. And then to reclaim the kingdom after The Hobbit, one of those dwarves, I can't remember for the life of me which one it was. Balin. Yeah,
Yeah.
Balin's tomb, that's right. They try again to do it, and it was working out, and that's why, Gimli thought, like, oh yeah, when we get there, we're going to have a royal welcome, because he thinks everything's great, but...
It was reclaimed for 5 years before the colony was destroyed again.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So.
I just didn't know, like, what the timeline was. Like, would we see the destruction of it too, or just see it
I don't know.
thriving, or what would they cover?
It was about 1,000 years that it was abandoned before Balin reclaimed it.
And this is how long before? We know the...
Well, they're compressing it a lot.
Yeah, it seems like it might not matter how long, because we're going to be pressing a lot of these events
sure,
together.
But we're 1,000 years before at least, right?
Probably, yeah.
I just wonder if, like, we can see it thriving, and if we can also see its, like, do we see its demise to where, like, this is when it's abandoned for a long time, we don't see that anymore, and then Hobbit picks up kind of where it left off.
No, I'm interested to see actual footage, like these are generally photographs taken on sets and stuff like that. I want to, sometimes when you see set photos, it's not very evocative of what something's going to end up being. It's definitely a change to see Galadriel look so young, because Galadriel's meant to look ageless, like casting Cate Blanchett when they did was very much on purpose, because you could look at her and think that she's extremely young, and you could look at her and think that she's extremely old. I really love what the lighting director did for just Galadriel, where he went out and he purchased like hundreds of icicle lights, and he would put them behind the camera and angle it so that only when you looked in her eyes did you see the universe. You would see like these pinpoints of light to make her feel so old, despite Kate being, a very healthy young woman. But I don't know if we'll be getting that in here or not.
No, I love it when they do that. Like
Me
in
too.
Blade Runner, when you have like the reflective eyes for the replicants, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to look at like some reaction to this article and the pictures, and people being very upset that the dwarven girl does not have more of a beard.
Really?
It's the beards. No, I mean, when looking at these images, I'm not like super excited or anything, because this is going to be, I mean, it's a huge gamble on Amazon's part how much money they're putting into this, because I think people love Lord of the Rings, but for reasons despite its lore, it's just a very well made, like a lot of emphasis on practical, even though, I mean, they also went crazy with the digital, right, with Gollum and stuff. I mean, 90% of success on movies really falls on its cast. And so right now, they're going to really bank that people love those movies enough to enjoy and put in the work that this show's going to take to appreciate, I think. So it's going to be a gamble. I hope it does well. But yeah, I did see, if you look in real close, you can see a little bit of a beard on her sideburns on the dwarf girl, so. I don't know. What do you guys? How do you guys feel? What do you think?
I mean, Lord of the Rings is one of the things I feel like I don't know as much about, but
Yeah.
I don't have any I don't feel like I'm against anything prequely. Like I enjoyed Star Wars prequels and the like to just fill out more stories that we didn't have before, So like I feel like it's kind of that same idea.
Yeah.
And I don't know. As far as like the rights for it, like with that one, you can be like, well, yeah, but George did this, then he did his vision here with this, and then eventually he passed it on to other people who do his vision now, and
Sure.
you don't quite have that with Tolkien being able to be like, oh, this is what I want, this is what I was planning, but they are trying to follow some of his material, right? Even though it's not like a book itself.
Sure.
It's like notes and stuff like that more so, right? So hopefully they'll do the best they can with trying to do that, but
I think it's interesting in this one elf's like chess piece is like this wooden carven like face. I don't know what that's about. It's up, Jake. You were just on it. I was looking at it. But yeah, you see like this like kind of like face thing inside of his I thought that's really interesting. I don't know what that would be. I don't know why, but I was looking at something the other day, and what was it? Someone was saying like, why is everybody always just depicts elves with pointy ears in Lord of the Rings? But if you go in those books, Silvermillion, anywhere, there's nothing saying they have pointy ears. Like, in fact, if children of men and children of elves were playing together, they say that you wouldn't be able to tell them apart, implying that at the very least, kids wouldn't have pointy ears.
Yeah.
I just wonder why that's become a thing.
I think elves in other lore have had pointy ears. So
Yeah,
when you bring up
sure.
elves in different formats, at least when was it that Lord of the Rings, like the movies and stuff came out? Like that's when you first really have like a visualization of what elves look like, right?
Sure.
Before it's just whatever you're picturing, what you're imagining. So
But I mean, like, like Alan Lee and John Howe, those artists have been doing Lord of the Rings for years and years and years. Always still had the pointy ears for elves.
20 years became associated with elves in Victorian literature of the 19th century.
Okay.
And it's just been something that's kind of been going on since then, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, World of Warcraft has elves with pointy ears. Santa has elves with pointy ears.
And
you know,
Link
like
from
it's-
Legend of Zelda, the Highlands.
Yeah.
Hyruleans.
Like all that kind of stuff has the pointy ear thing. So when you're like, okay, well, I'm
gotcha.
gonna make
it's just
the Lord
like
of
a
the
visual
Rings.
language that's permeated throughout.
I'm gonna make Lord of the Rings and stuff and have elves. I'm gonna make pointy ears, right?
Sure.
Like, in theory, like you could have a world where like, here's our torch, but it doesn't use fire. It's something else that looks different, you know.
Yeah.
But it still casts light. But torches typically
Uses the luminous crystal.
Yeah.
Something like that.
typically torches have fire, so you can just keep them with
Yeah.
fire. You know. I don't
Gotcha.
know. I think it's kind of like one of those things. We're just like, what are people used to? This, just keep it like that. Then that way it's less confusing, and you can tell there's an elf, there's a human, there's a dwarf.
I don't know if this is true, but this says in a letter to the Houghton Mifflin Company, Tolkien wrote, "A hobbit has a round, jovial face, ears only slightly pointed, and elvish. Ears only slightly pointed and elvish."
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, definitely in the movies, the hobbits have like a slight point to them. You know.
And big feet.
Interesting.
They do
I-
have the big feet.
I wonder if that's, that because a lot of the Tolkien lore really comes from like people just literally asking him questions and then he would just write back. And then so many Tolkien scholars are trying to collect these letters and figure out what's what. But some of his letters are in response to, the phenomenon of how big they got. So it could be that people started drawing the elves with pointy ears, and then he just said, "Oh yeah, sure," having never really given it much thought. I don't know.
Yeah. I think too, like if you have like the layman looking at like,
Yeah.
say they watch Hobbit and they watch Lord of the Rings, and like, how come Legolas doesn't look any different?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, he has an elf, he's pointy ears, they live longer.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
And they
think-
tend.
it has that visual storytelling
Sure.
aspect to it, where
Definitely
normally you'd be like,
understand.
is he just a human? It's like, no, he's an elf. How am I supposed to know?
Yeah.
well,
They tend also not to have facial hair.
yeah, they do.
Though I think in Lord of the Rings and Tolkien mythology, elves that are very, 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 very old can have facial hair. So it's like most of the time they haven't gotten old enough to develop the ability to grow
Sure.
the facial hair. I
Because
think
it takes
is
so
what
long
is.
for
Yeah.
them to age and do that. That's
Yeah.
true.
Because there is an elf that has a beard. I can't remember which one. Is it Celebrimbor? Maybe, I don't know.
I think Tolkien was much more interested in how they talked versus how they looked.
That's all he cared about.
That's true. Like the story was just an excuse to use the languages that he made up.
Yeah, pretty much. And his want for having like a true mythology for the UK.
It's true.
We're ready to move on. There were a couple other things in Discord, a couple pictures and a video.
Okay.
Which assume we are equipped to watch said video if need be.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm good.
Mine works. We'll see.
I'm hoping I have audio.
I can
Same.
get my screen on.
I think I do.
I'm hoping I do.
I'm ready.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
Oh, god damn it. That's
I love how you don't even get all the way.
I approve.
fucking glitter bomb.
Yep.
I don't know about you, Rick, but I really had to bury some deep-seated. God damn it! When I had that glitter all over me.
It wasn't not as much as I thought.
Yeah.
I do hate glitter. Like, I forbid Maggie from buying any wrapping paper or boxes or anything that has glitter.
Yeah.
It's just the worst.
I
What
don't
is this?
know what's happening to me.
There's audio going.
Yeah. Yeah. Max Shanty is playing. It's great.
That's funny. Max Shanty. Interesting. Yeah. But no, I don't know why. What am I looking at?
So, this is you reacting to the glitter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's the Bulbasaur on my one,
Yep.
and then there's
Are you-
spitting out your glitter on the other.
Are you choking him?
Am I licking
I'm
at
pretty sure
his
you're
nip?
licking his nipple.
His nip?
Okay.
I think I'm just. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I think that's
I'm-
what's happening.
Alrighty.
Not
Yeah.
sure. But I like the Bulbasaur.
For people just listening to the audio version,
Yeah, you can just imagine.
You can imagine
You can
Calvin,
imagine.
describe this with
what we're looking at.
paint a
Um,
picture of words.
Aaron is wearing a shirt with a big D on it.
There's two
um,
D's.
Yeah, two
Double D.
Ds that are like
Double D.
kind of inside of each other and fighting. And he's got big muscles and lifting a Bulbasaur on one side and kind of squeezing Eric's decapitated head with his
I don't
tongue
know
out
what
on
I'm
the
doing
other.
with the other one. Funny.
That's the best I can do.
All right.
We also have he has a gnome from Gravity Falls.
that's
That's
pretty good.
fantastic. I'm glad this has happened to me.
All worth it.
I like that one. I understand that one.
That one makes sense.
Yeah, that one I get. Puking the rainbow.
Would the puke come under my tongue?
If it goes hard enough, it
Yeah,
comes from
no, you're
everywhere.
right. He's right. He's right. What's the next one?
That might be the last.
Is that the last one? Those were good. Thank you
Is
very
the
much,
last
everybody.
Even Eric, even if it does come from on top of your tongue, I'm
Uh-huh.
glad that your tongue was pointing out so that we highlighted it.
Well, I needed to get the glitter off of it
Yeah.
because, as I said, it
Well,
went
you
in my
succeeded
mouth.
in getting the rainbow off of it.
Yeah.
The rainbow was no longer there.
I spent a very long time getting glitter off of me and was confident I had it all off. And then I got home that night and there was like 10 pieces of glitter under my watch.
Yeah. Like stuck to your wrist.
Yeah. Like, I
Yep.
can't bring this home. And then I did.
Yeah.
All right. We got some questions now.
Working on it. I gotta go through. There's still some old ones.
Okay.
Old ones. Like Lovecraftian old ones? Like Cthulhu?
Like elf that has a beard old or just last week.
All right. The No Face Main
Okay.
says if each of you were to recommend a game to someone, with system and style of the game not being important, which game would you each recommend?
One game.
One game.
I mean, I'd probably go Tetris.
Tetris?
Like, if I don't know who the person is or know nothing about them, the one that I think the most people would have fun with would be Tetris.
Like, is this a person? This person's never played a game?
That's not what they say. Just you're recommending a game. So
Gotcha.
you can go with whatever game you want. Just what game do you feel like whatever it is, this person has never played whatever game you're going to recommend.
Yeah.
And you need to play this game.
I gotta go Super Mario World.
Super Mario World?
Everybody needs to have played it at least once in their life, all the
Mario
way
World.
through,
Pretty good.
without giving up.
All the way through. Like,
Yep.
what do you entail as all the way through?
They gotta beat Bowser.
You gotta
Okay,
see
just
it-
Bowser?
credits.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
There's more past that.
Everyone has to do it.
Man.
It's tough.
I've always really liked Metal Gear Solid.
Pretty good.
I may go with Metal Gear Solid franchise. Like, maybe just Metal Gear Solid in hopes that they will play the other games.
Well,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I get you.
No, that's cheating.
What do you mean?
You pick one game.
I am.
I would have said Mass Effect, but you can't play just one Mass Effect.
No,
You gotta play all
I did.
three.
I picked Metal Gear Solid in hopes that they play the other games.
No,
Sure.
there's no hope.
But if you play the first one, that's still good.
It is. Changed my
Yeah.
life.
Can't believe you don't like Mass Effect as much.
Cheater.
Calvin, what about you? Cheater!
Cheating.
It's really tough.
Yeah, pick one, Calvin. Just one.
Just one game.
One game to rule them all.
Whacked.
No, not whacked. Whacked is
Knack.
good, but it's not like
What's it? What's it? Quap? What's the game? called?
Quap.
Quap?
No, not Quap either. I would say
Not your
maybe like I don't know what was formative to me. Like Halo was really formative to me. Mass Effect, obviously.
No, you gotta pick one.
So you're saying everyone needs to play the first Halo?
Yeah, I think so.
Everyone, all the way through.
Everyone. Till you beat Bowser.
I'm confused now.
Yeah, me too.
I
I don't
Is
remember.
that your game name, Calvin? Is Halo?
I think so.
Halo.
In the hopes that you continue playing.
No, you
Yes.
cheaters! You're cheating.
It's not a cheat
That's not
to
the
hope.
spirit of the question.
Even,
Eric,
I
you
did.
got
one
I
game.
told you
I picked one.
to play Mass Effect in the hopes that you would play the other two.
I picked one.
That's
game.
not cheating. That's just
no,
good
but
sense.
You weren't prompted by this question. You were just being a good friend.
I picked one game. Metal Gear Solid.
Eric,
All right.
your choice is wrong. That's it.
I'll just put these both together. The Fat Bandicoot and Andros Rex. Have one of you guys considered playing Sifu, as well as think any of you will stream KOTOR remake?
First one, yes. Second one, unlikely.
I mean, I would love to stream KOTOR, but I've also played KOTOR like 15 times, and it might be a better stream for someone that's never played KOTOR.
Sure, like Calvin or Rick.
Yeah.
Why unlikely, Rick?
What?
Why unlikely?
And there's so many games I want to play.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
don't.
and
that's
Don't you
not
pride yourself
high
on
on the list.
playing
That's on this list.
all the good games that have ever come out?
Yep, and I've got a list for that.
Is KOTOR on your list?
No.
That's a problem. It is high on lots of lists, Rick. I
Mhm.
guarantee you'll find it on lots of top somethings.
Yep.
Just name it. Top
Name
is
it.
there.
Name it.
All right, let's see.
Top
Name it.
Subway sandwiches.
No, you can't,
KOTOR.
Calvin.
Okay, it's not there, Aaron.
I bet there's a KOTOR sandwich. It
I
just
want
doesn't stand for Knights of the
Nice
Republic.
Old Republican 12-inch.
Top Name It games.
What does that mean?
We have Celebrity Name Game. We
Wait,
have...
Hang on. Is this on Wiki?
Yeah, Jesus. He picked KOTOR.
Sifu. I mean, we watched the trailer for Sifu.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might play it at some point. I don't know when I'm going to be switching games to stream as of right now. And I have other games too that I really want to do. And I do really want to do KOTOR. But I don't know if I'll stream it either and if I'll leave that to like Calvin or Rick
Have I seen the trailer for it?
for KOTOR.
For Sifu.
The Sifu. I think we all watched it during E3.
Okay.
It had a mechanic. It was a fighting game.
It's like fighting game.
Okay. Probably
Story
not
fighting.
something that I'm gonna play or stream.
Especially since you don't know what it is right now.
I'm
Yeah.
switching my answer. KOTOR. Everyone has to play it. Now Calvin has to play it.
And you got to get to Bowser.
Yep. You got to do Bowser.
Well, that means you
And the hidden levels now.
you got to play Halo and
I
also
would
beat
gladly
Bowser
play Halo. I've played Halo.
and beat Bowser.
No.
Okay.
I'll do it. It's on my list. I'm keeping it. I'm inclusive.
You know what we should do? We should have a thing where like we all kind of figure out a game and like this person has to play this game at some point on stream.
Yeah.
We all pick what that game would be.
Okay.
And then like you got to get to that one
Well,
at some point.
Can I
Aaron's
veto?
already used his up with me,
I've used it up.
making me play Heart Gold Soul Silver randomized.
No,
No,
That's true.
that doesn't count.
That's
You guys
That's
are
for
done.
the fans.
love.
That was your idea.
No,
No, that was the fans.
everyone's idea.
You're telling the fans they're wrong, Calvin.
They are wrong.
They're not.
No, Pong. You don't get a vote.
Let's see here. Shiraz Saeed says Kirby just swallowed you. What ability did he get?
Getting lost.
That's his ability.
He should spit you out.
That's your special characteristic.
Amazing puns.
Yeah.
Except
Yep.
doesn't really talk.
Sure.
Maybe you can talk now.
right? The power of speech for all of us. That's what it would be.
I don't know. That's the best one I got right now. I don't have anything else.
I mean, he could fail at Star Wars trivia at a very high level.
Mm-hmm.
A professional Star Wars trivia failure.
Yeah.
But certainly he would have a beard.
Yeah, oh yeah, he would definitely have a beard no matter which one
Yeah.
of us.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Any ideas, Calvin?
Singing.
Sure. That works.
Turn it to Jigglypuff.
All right. Let's see here. Blame It says I'm trying to find Rick's playthrough of The Witcher 3, but can't seem to find it on the archives channel.
That's
That
a
was
long time ago.
Long ago.
All the DLCs are highlighted, I think. But the main game, who knows?
All right, I'm going to cover a few of these because people keep asking
You know what
the
that means?
same questions.
You know what that means, Rick?
Mm.
Means you're gonna have to stream Witcher 3 again.
Good.
Main things are going to be about Attack on Titan if we're going to be reacting to it. No, we gave up on it.
Yeah, it's been too long.
No, we just been waiting on the dub. The dub's coming soon. Of course we're going to react to it. We love the
Yeah.
show.
Wait,
Yes.
we reacted to Attack on Titan?
You fools!
I think we did.
I don't remember
me-
that.
No, some people just forget about the dub, and it happens. But yeah, well, it'll be up on the schedule. We've purposely have kept room for a round when we thought it was going to come back, so we'll be doing it.
There's also I haven't done any catch-up stuff or anything. We've been asked that before. I don't know if anyone did any like rewatches or anything. I have not.
I have not yet. no.
Well, I mean, if you count watching reactions of it as a kind of a rewatch,
I don't know.
I mean,
it's
that's
like
just
they're like
refreshing.
cliff
Yeah.
notes.
Yeah.
With the added detriment of wrong theories.
But remembering the theories that you did have, so you
Yeah.
can talk about them.
Sure.
All right. We need a season 1 to 3 reaction from Eric. We'll do that now.
No, I
I don't think it's gonna work anymore.
I was whenever you guys started Attack on Titan, I had the pleasure of being able to just binge, and it was a
You just
show
went through
that
it, right?
I went through it real quick.
Meanwhile, we're like, man, what's gonna happen next
Yep.
week? I don't know.
Yeah.
We're trying to throw out ideas.
Hopefully get to that cellar soon. I'm like,
Vex says, "Have you guys seen Tenet? We did do a reaction for
yes.
Yep.
Up on the channel.
Posture check.
it. But they said just saw it, and while satisfying, that's got to be the most confused I've felt watching a movie.
I've not watched No Breen.
James Tavire says, "Will any of you guys try out the new Lost Ark MMORPG?" I
Haven't heard of it.
don't know what that one is.
Well, someone
that
said that they were
the-
downloading it in my stream the other day.
Which one is that? Is that the? I want to say it was one. Is that one of the Amazon ones? Which one is that? Is that the Amazon one? I've heard a lot of people playing it. I think because like the beta had been out recently or something,
Okay.
or there was something. I feel like because I remember hearing about the Amazon one before, or it came out for a while. I don't know what it was, but I've not shown interest in playing that one. I have WoW and I have SWTOR that I kind of want to get into, and I also don't have time for those games anyway right now. So I don't know. Probably not for me.
Probably not. As
Yeah, I
well.
don't play MMOs.
93 Dutchy says, "What is the release date for the new show of the current poll? How long until whatever wins will be out?" That's sometime in March, I believe. I don't remember
It's
the date.
When the last episode,
So whenever the last
goes
of
up.
whatever we're watching, what is it, ReZero?
Mm-hmm.
When the last one hits
Foresight on
tier-
Patreon.
yeah, the 4th week of Patreon, it'll be hitting on
So
YouTube,
the first episode of the new show that wins the poll will actually go up on YouTube 4 weeks before the last show ends on YouTube.
It's sometime in March, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember the date.
So there is a little bit of crossover there.
that's assuming you solved the hint hunt.
Mm-hmm. What are you
Don't-
saying? If they don't solve it, then we won't release it.
Nope. Good luck. I just delete it.
Just delete the. Wow.
All right. Blank Take says, "Not sure if you've answered this before, but what is your current workout routine, Rick, if you don't mind sharing?"
Well,
wait,
Jake,
are you
Go to my
sure
Instagram. There's a little video that has the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Well,
Little
it's,
video.
Yeah, it's a condensed version, but it's a lot of boxing.
I
the
could
most
see Jake going. It started on Google, and the ads under Google were haystacks.
Ah.
The tacos I was talking about.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of the bottom row. Yeah, that one I think that's the whole thing. Which we can keep talking while that's running or whatever. No, it doesn't need audio.
All right. But is there any certain things you need to say with it or anything, or any explanation of like what you do, or?
Well, it's just a basic boxing routine. I feel like the whole thing usually takes between 2 and 3 hours if I do the entire circuit. Warm-ups, jump ropes, drills, heavy bag and/or shadow boxing, and then running, and then abs. Usually do a combination of those things 6 days a week.
Gotcha. Alrighty. A really awesome name says, any chance of you guys doing a movie tier list sometime in the future like you did with the TV shows?
We should.
Oh,
I think
movie
that
one?
There's
Of
a
our-
chance for that.
Of our reactions or just movies in general?
Maybe things that we've done like reactions to or something.
There's
Because
a
like
lot of movies.
we
that
got to
we've all
narrow that
watched.
down. There's a lot of things that we
Yeah.
can do. So yeah.
Yeah, reactions could be fun. We've done quite a few, especially if we throw commentaries in there.
Mm-hmm. Which would be weird to have all of Star Wars except the prequel trilogy. And that's going to go high, so I don't know what we're
we might need a different system where we all have our own tier list for that one. No coordination or cooperation.
Lucasa says, or Lucas A says, are you guys fans of deepfakes, or would you rather have a character be recasted?
It depends.
In certain circumstances, and it's a case-by-case basis, I am for it, but only when it makes sense to me.
Sure. I think one thing with it is like usually you have like, I think most movies usually come out in like a chronological order, like they're sequential. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think that depending on how you do that, it makes sense. In some situations, like where we have like Star Wars, where they're just kind of telling stories intermittently among a larger saga and stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
things they've done in different aspects, I think work, because if you just recast that person at that moment, like there's a moment in Rogue One that if that was just some entirely different person, I don't know that it would quite work. Like I get what they were doing, and maybe it doesn't 100% work as well as what it would maybe now with technology of deepfake progressing and stuff too.
Sure.
But like if it was just someone else, like, oh, that's who this was, like that takes place directly before what the next thing is, you know? And
Yeah.
I feel like that is like there's not much of a gap there. But if you have it where like, well, we've gone some time, we need to recast for age reasons or whatever, I think that could be okay. Like I don't know, like I know Eric watches The Crown.
Yep.
Eric, do you like what they do now, or would you rather them just deep fake them to look like the people they're portraying the entire time the best they could?
I mean, there's a lot of caveats to my answers to those questions.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what a deep fake technology is going to look like in 10 years from now or 20 years
Sure.
from now.
Yeah.
Right now, you know, like you mentioned Rogue One and that actor, they recast that. Like that was an actual actor driving a performance with his own voice, doing an impression, you know, like and it wasn't a deep fake, but it's close, you know. It's like a complete digital, you know, makeup character. But the thing that I think might be referencing in this question also included not just deep faking, but recreating someone's voice as well. And I think that watching that in the moment was extremely magical to me. I absolutely loved it, but I would not want it if it were a character that needed to really, really emote.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Sure.
you know, the technology isn't there yet at the very least. So I had that caveat there. You know, I really enjoyed Solo, and you recast Han Solo, and because you need to have an actor being able to use the most important part of their entire body, their face,
Sure.
to emote. So until the technology gets to the point where it's like, well, we can literally just have digital makeup on an actor's performance and they can work that, I guess would say that I'm probably for recasting, but not for, you know, I don't think that applies to a character like we saw recently in a show that is more of a character to frame around other characters, not necessarily to
Yeah.
feature.
Yeah.
I think it just really covers just like what is it that you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Like there was a time, it's been a while now, but there was a movie that they were working on where they were bringing back like James Dean or whatever
Yeah.
it was, and it's like, is he playing a character he used to play? And it's like,
Yeah.
well, no,
No.
they're just making a whole new movie and they
Yeah.
want James Dean to be in the part. And I'm like, well, that seems weird.
Yeah.
In that
Yeah.
situation, I say no. But if it has a reason or a calling, and actually what you were talking about in Rogue One is actually, while I agree, I was actually talking about another character that I feel like matters more so that they are portrayed as who they are in other entities of the movies and stuff too.
Iteration
Sure.
and stuff. Yeah.
So just because like it goes directly into the next thing,
Yeah.
like right after that. So like it really depends, I think, on what they do with that. I don't have a problem with the way they do Solo
Mm-hmm.
and having another character doing or actor doing the character and stuff.
Yeah.
I also don't necessarily have problems with them doing other aspects as long as there's reasons and what they're going for. But I agree,
Yeah.
you have a lot of emoting.
And I didn't mention it, but the most important thing is that you have permission either from the person or the person's estate
Sure.
to do it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree. All right. Well, I don't think we have time for any more questions, guys. It is already 5 o'clock.
Indeed.
I just looked down. I was like, oh, dang.
5
came
o'clock
so
somewhere.
fast. So if I didn't get to your question, they will be refunded and you will be getting your tokens back. So thank you guys for submitting questions. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Don't forget to do it next week as well, and to come back for next stream for our Pokemon randomizer.
While Aaron is doing his squats from Chazzy Black Onyx, for Aaron for asking unnecessary questions, and Calvin push-ups from Chazzy Black Onyx, here is your graduation present.
I've never
I
asked
can talk.
unnecessary questions.
I can talk about the Pokemon randomizer race tomorrow
Woo.
at 2 p.m. Eastern time.
2 p.m. Is that what you said?
No, 3
You
p.m.
just said 2 p.m. He said 2 p.m. We're starting an hour early.
We don't have time.
Damn it. God damn it.
We don't have time. 3 p.m.
3
Eastern time,
p.m.
where we are all running through randomized special custom versions of Heart Gold and Soul Silver,
Yeah.
racing, trying to beat each other. I have a Dragonite. It's pretty awesome.
It is.
trying to remember
Rick
if I
right
know
now is in a far better position than I am. I have a trap inch with bite.
And then Saturday, I'm going to be streaming Crisis Core Final Fantasy, which has been absolutely amazing. Aaron Arceus on Monday. Calvin, still Halo Infinite on Tuesday?
Yep.
Yep, still that. And then Wednesdays, Mass Effect 3.
So good.
Can't wait for 2 o'clock Pokemon.
2 o'clock.
Check his schedule. Jancy, fix that.
No, don't fix it. Leave it the way it is.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Not broken.
Don't forget to subscribe. 1 million subscribers.
Woo, 1
Yes.
million.
Let's get
Try.
there.
All right, we're all good. Oh wait, are we supposed to read the things, Rick?
Oh, I'm not allowed to read them, remember?
Well, dang it, Rick.
It's your job.
I thought I was doing the things.
Yeah, not your
You
job.
almost say I fucked up and your body stopped you from saying it.
Let me get through these real quickly. Where are they? Here they are. All right, guys. Purple Grapes Grace resubscribed for 22 months with a streak of 22.
Grace.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Casual Doom subscribed for 23 months.
Thank you.
Hilding 100 bits with a weekly loving.
Weekly loving.
Apocalypse Thou subscribed for 10 months.
Thank you.
Holding Land and resubscribed for 16 months. Says, hi guys, greetings from Belgium.
Greetings.
Oh, thank you.
Ahsoka Tano, who I saw throughout, gifted 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. That's how I got. That's all I got. 6 subs at least so far. Huntley resubscribed for 2 months. Said hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello there.
You like sound Mrs. Doubtfire.
Sabo Tower resubscribed for 4 months.
Thank you.
Thank you, Saboteur.
Mas Casa resubscribed for 16 months with a 6-month streak. Said woo.
Woo! Woo!
Sauce has subscribed for the first time, I believe. Thank you, Sauce.
Get lost
Thank
in
you.
the sauce.
Ahsoka Tano with the 7th gifted sub. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ahsoka.
Alex in Scotland gifted 5 subs.
Oh, thank
so
you,
Thank
much.
Alex,
you
and thank
so
you for the
much.
sliders.
And then I believe Ahsoka Tano gifted 5 more subs.
Total of 12?
I believe.
Yeah.
92 Chris resubscribed for 27 months.
Currently in the leaderboard with 12 gifted subs. Thank you.
Torars has resubscribed for 7 months. Said Ayo.
Ayo.
Captain Cold gifted or cheered 5 bits and said Happy Giving Hearts Day, Cribbage Day,
Cribbage?
Cream Cheese Brownie Day,
Whoa.
Flannel Day.
Flannel?
Yay!
At least I think it is. Home Warranty Day, Plimsoll Day, Teddy Day, Umbrella Day, 1996 Deep Blue becomes the first computer to win a chess game against a reigning world champion.
Yeah.
2009, two satellites collided in space. Happy 22nd birthday to Yara Shahidi. 55th birthday to Laura Dern, known for her role in Jurassic Park.
Now, is
And
that
Star
a
Wars.
cuddly teddy or a sexy teddy?
No, no, Rick.
Is it capital T or capital D?
It could be a president. It's a T-E-D-D-Y. With a capital T.
Okay.
Frenzy, resubscribed for 52 months. At 52 months, that's
Dang.
like a lot of months or something.
That's
That
a
is
week's-
lot.
That's
Thank
a
you.
year's worth of weeks is months. Whatever. Fuck.
Woohoo! GJM Rocker tipped $5. Said, "Hey guys, I just got a Switch OLED to play Arceus on, but can't decide who should I pick as my starter. Who did you guys pick if you played it? I picked Rowlett.
I picked Cyndaquil.
Haven't played.
Calvin would pick Oshawott probably.
Would I?
It's an otter.
And
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I would. Pick Oshawott.
Why are we playing that Pokemon game?
Damn right.
Rick, what'd you say?
I haven't played it.
You didn't play it. Ikanha Rudy? I probably did not say that right. 9-month streak, resubscribe. Thank you so much.
By the way, baby.
Thank you.
Saya High has subscribed for the first time.
Thank you.
Lara gifted 1, 2, 3 subs. Thank you so much, Lara.
Thank you, Lara.
Yeezing cheered 100 bits. Says, I think one of the things I really like about the Silmarillion
Silmarillion? Yeah.
was the way the elves and humans' lifespans interact, like a single elf just being super important to the whole bloodline, or how sad the elves are when their first human friend dies.
Sure.
Not derogatory, but a little like humans and dogs.
Mhm.
I feel like it would be super interesting if the show still kept that type of vibe.
I definitely understand that sentiment. I think that's hard to do in a TV series,
Yeah.
kind of.
Possibly, yeah.
I don't know.
It would be difficult to show the passage of time and get your audience connected to those characters and feel the emotion with their loss.
Or at the very least, it'd be difficult to do that for both an elfin character and a human character.
Yes,
Mm.
definitely.
You gotta kind of pick one or the other.
Yeah.
That part.
All right, last 3 is James X Games, resubscribed for 4 months on a 2-month streak, said super hyped for Gravity Falls.
Oh man, he on X Games. Oh.
Sugar Ray subscribed for the first time, thank you so much.
Thank you.
and Will Bradford subscribed for the first time as well.
Welcome.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
We'll
Will.
see you tomorrow.
Thank you guys, see you tomorrow. You're excited for Pokemon.
I like Pokemon.